I don't want to, man.
You should.
That's huge.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, but I would, but I feel like it's
Quiet.
true.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You know, I know it's a compliment, but a lot of times people will say, man, you box good for a white boy.
Caleb, sweet hands,
TheBoxingVoice.com.
But you see, when I sat down on this, I promised myself that I was going to run this all the way to the top, where I had no problem crashing and burning and dying on the way. I want you to keep doing what you're doing, and keep not believing in me, because you're the very reason that I'm here.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Now, for a lot of you, that opinion is not validated because you've never stepped between the ropes. You don't know what it's like to get up in front of them people and fight.
It's easy to sit in those seats. It ain't easy to stand up here. Remember that.
So he may have a financial degree, but in boxing, I have a PhD.
We're going to find out Saturday night, though. I promise you that.
Like, there goes the champ! And he hurt him with that right left hook.
Man, I've worked my whole entire life for this. 17 years straight. I buried my daughter in the process of trying to get this belt. I promised her that I'd become a world champion and that I'd bring her this title. And that's exactly what I'm going to go back to Tennessee and do. Nashville, stand up!
SDS Promotions.
You know, I'm trying to get 4 belts. He can't even hang on to 1 belt.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please.
When Benavides gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus.
El Bandera.
How long is this intro? 10 minutes?
David Benavides.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
Everybody that's in 168, you know, I'm coming for everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Charlo, Caleb Plant, Canelo, I'm coming for all of them.
Canelo a hell of a fighter. But it's my personal opinion, he's ducking Benavides.
I think everybody wants to see me against Canelo, right?
David Benavides.
Yo,
this brother right here, I'd like to see Canelo against somebody like that.
I definitely like punishing and hurting individuals. That's what I love to do.
And now Benavides unloading.
I got a lot of power too, and I throw punches and punches, and I don't get tired.
The jab leads with the right, and there's that hand speed.
I'm ready to fight whoever, whenever. I can beat Canelo tomorrow, and I can beat Charlo tomorrow too. The big Charlo want to get it too?
So Charlo would be the alternative?
He don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy. That's why.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've never liked Caleb Plant. It's never been a secret. I never liked Caleb Plant. At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out. And if you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name. In this game, it really is kill or be killed. You know, it's either you or me, and I pick me all the time.
Finish him.
SDS Promotions.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, and welcome to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO, and you can find this marvelous hoodie right on our store at theboxingvoice.com/store. Good morning to my co-host, Ringwalk Danny. Looking like you about to go hang out with your big brother, Canelo Alvarez, and play some golf, huh? Got your little golf shirt on, ready to go hit the 9, what is it, the 9 iron? Fuck, I don't know. I don't see those. I don't watch those sports. How are you, though?
I'm good, bro. I actually am going golfing after the show.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Oh. Look, they don't even hear me. They're in the chat saying, Ness, I'm rolling up. Y'all gonna get, look, this ain't live. Something
No,
happened.
it's live.
No,
It's
it ain't.
live.
It says Belkin.
Look.
How you see me and I don't see me?
It's live.
I'm going to kill Trav, bro. What's going on with Trav? See, my side says waiting.
No, it says waiting, but I see myself.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either.
They don't hear me. Trav, what do I do? Killing my chi. Oh, it's dead.
Hello.
Let's blame YouTube because we can't contact them, huh? Good one, Trav.
Here we go. Yeah, we the man late. So is Ness.
They don't hear me.
Where do you see that at? I don't see anybody saying they don't hear you.
They saying it's live.
Yeah, we're live.
What the hell is going on? Ignorant Boxing says it's live. I believe him. Mr. Still Your Chin says, Ness, we can hear you laughing out loud. Well, all right. On our end, I don't know. Something's up. But if you can see me and you can hear me, then we in business. But it says no one's watching. And that's what.
That is a little odd.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a little. That's a little odd.
Because I go to it on my phone and it says waiting for the boxing voice.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Trav, like, you know, he has
Big Fish Vegas says we see and hear y'all ugly asses. So
whoa. I can't even look ugly in this sweater.
So I think it might be a YouTube issue, you know.
That's what Trav tried to blame it on.
As much as I would like to blame it on Trav, I think.
What does Trav have back there? Top songs of. Is that what artist was that?
I don't know. It looked like
yeah, I've seen him before.
I was gonna say The Who.
So, all right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the rough start. You know, technical difficulties, even in the marvelous Sticky Paw Studios.
See, now people
happen.
in the chat saying this isn't live.
What?
Bro, what the fuck is going on? Oh, man.
Yeah, well, look, they hear us, man. It says refresh, homie. I'm watching.
Somebody
More
says,
the reason to go to Discord where they can hear and just hear you.
Roman says we can hear you but cannot see you.
What? Someone else said it's live, damn it. Listen, I'm going to move on, and we're just going to talk about what we're here to talk about, which is a few things. My good friend Daniel Alvarez, a.k.a. Ring Walk Danny. One of them will be a headline on Boxing Scene, which now has 16 comments. When I checked it out yesterday, it had 10. Not that that's a big jump, but I don't know. This article made me a little bit more interested in this fight between Demetrius Andrade and Zack Parker. I don't know much of Zack Parker. Have gone back and done some research, obviously, watched some fights. Specifically his last fight, which was another another smaller man moving up from middleweight to super middleweight, kind of exactly what Demetrius Andrade is doing. But on Boxing Scene, obviously Zack Parker's headline is, Andrade is on his last leg. Trust me, I'll be the first to stop him. And he is allegedly considered to be a puncher, Mr. Parker.
Yes. You know, I've had the pleasure of making some friends on that side of the pond, and I've been hearing his name for about a year now.
Okay.
I've been hearing his name for about a year now, and I've been told by numerous people in the boxing world, numerous content creators in the boxing world, that he's the next one. He's the next one. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, he seems to believe that Demetrius Andrade has made a mistake taking this fight. Now, obviously, that can be considered what Bill Haney likes to phrase as fighter talk. But when you start to read the article, he's not lying from a literal standpoint, right? Like, Andrade is leaving his home country and coming to the country and hometown of Zack Parker. I believe the arena is called the Derby, and they'll be fighting in his hometown. This will be for the WBO Interim Super Middleweight title. It's going to be obviously Andrade's attempt to continue to chase Canelo in his own mind.
Yeah.
But it's more about Eddie Hearn and how he's desperately failed to secure Demetrius Andrade a big fight. We will discuss Parker, and I want to touch on all his quotes, but I don't want this episode to be misunderstood. Eddie came out yesterday, and if I can get a screen share, he came out yesterday on the Dazn Boxing Show, or at least they published this yesterday, and Michael Benson, on the Michael Benson Talk Sports Show. So he had this to say: how can you have Jamal Charlo not fighting Caleb Plant, or Charlo not fighting David Benavidez, or Benavidez not fighting Plant? You're providing substandard fights that no one's interested in, rather than making a fight that could invigorate boxing. Eddie Hearn via Michael Benson. So then he said this, and I was like, wow, look at Eddie. You know, not a hypocrite. He turned around and said, how can I have Demetrius Andrade not fighting Canelo, or Andrade not fighting GGG, Billy Joe Saunders, or even Callum Smith? I'm providing substandard fights. That's an absolute shame. But in fact, he didn't say that. That's what he should have said, because that's what he's doing. But he's always got his motherfucking business in someone else's business. Like, why is he worried about Jamal Charlo, who's on a completely different network, a completely different country, fucking country, because fuck, Eddie Hearn lives in the UK. Like, right. Why are you always talking about Jamal Charlo? And yes, they're not doing the best job for Charlo. But you shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. I mean, simple. Let's go through the last 8 names of Demetrius Andrade. Give this man a screen share who's already on the resume.
Demetrius Andrade. So obviously we just saw him in November against Jason Quigley. Made very quick work. Liam Williams in a 12-round decision, April of last year. Luke Keeler in Miami, 15 months before that in 2020. We got Mr. Selecki, 12-round decision, June of 2019. Artur Akavov, 12th round TKO, January of 2019. Help me on this one, Ness. Walter.
I like to call him Akamwande. No one knows his real name.
All right. 12-round decision in Boston.
And that was his first DAZN Matchroom fight. That was 2018, 4 years in.
That was supposed to be, let's not forget, that was supposed to be against Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah, somehow people like to give Eddie Hearn a pass. Oh, well, Billy Joe Saunders popped, so he got cleaned up to fight Canelo.
He did.
He got cleaned up to move up a division and get a title at 68.
Indeed.
So what? We couldn't secure the Andre Billy Joe Saunders fight after that? Oh, he tests positive, and all of a sudden a positive test result kept him away from Andre, who was on the same side of the street for 4 years? And I'm supposed to accept this while you talk shit about someone else and all in someone else's business. And let's not forget that, you know, Charlo, because he's more popular than Demetrius Andrade, right? Because that's what it is. When you're more known, you get hated on. It's just simple.
Absolutely.
It's just simple. You know, simple mathematics, right? So because he's more popular than Demetrius Andrade, he is a duck. He's ducking Benavidez, a dude that is a division above. You know? Normally, when you're a division above, I can't really be ducking you. You know? Somehow, it happened to Canelo, though. Being at 54, he was somehow ducking Triple G. Never had fought at 60, even way before the Chavez fight, right? But sticking to the topic, Charlo is a duck because he hasn't fought Benavidez. Charlo is a duck because he hasn't fought the 168-pound Caleb Plant. Charlo's the one ducking. Not Andre, who just re-signed. See, if people kept the same energy like I like to do, I'm consistent. When Crawford re-signed, I called him, whatever it is I called him, go find the episode. I said whatever I said, that energy's the same. Andre re-signed. Espinoza let us know that, what? He sent an offer for Charlo. So this man who's been on a, what? Country rack band tour? Ain't that what y'all say about Canelo? Because those names don't sound Latino, and they damn sure don't sound black. Last time he fought a slick African-American, the term they like to use against Canelo. When was that? Please show his screen again.
Alontes Fox, maybe.
We call that slick these days.
I mean,
was that all right? All right, let's say he is slick because the Foxes are my brothers. Let's say he is slick. Is he considered elite?
Absolutely not.
Because that was the knock on Floyd. Oh, he don't want to fight an elite black fighter. Ain't that the knock on Canelo? He don't want to fight a black fighter. So I don't know. Is this a one-way street, or is everybody afraid of the black fighter or not afraid of the black? Like, what's going on? Why isn't he fighting a up-and-coming Jerron Boots Ennis type of fighter? Okay, I'm not dumb. That's not his division. I know. I'm just saying, give me someone that is African-American and is a threat. Don't give me Alontes Fox, and damn sure don't talk about Willie Nelson, because those shits is like a decade ago, both those wins. And Charlo doesn't fall too far from this tree either, because the last time he fought would be considered anything near slick would be Brandon Adams, and that ain't considered elite. Unfortunately, I love Brandon Adams. All right? But, you know, Eddie got to chill. He got to worry about what's going on the zone, and he's got to worry about giving me something that I want. As a $100 a year DAZN subscriber, I'm not happy with Zack Parker and Demetrius Andrade. I had to do research. As a hardcore fan who wakes up and do a show every day, I got to do research on a dude that you found him to fight. Meanwhile, some of us, like myself, call you the best promoter in the world, but here you are making the smaller man, because Andre started at 54. So now he's got to go to 68 because you ain't got him nothing. But you did get Canelo shot for Callum.
Let's be fair.
You did get a Callum shot for Callum.
Yeah.
You got a Canelo shot for Billy Joe. Right? I mean, you got one for Bivol.
Mm-hmm.
What's the common denominator?
I'm just going to say, he is moving up, but there is something to gain for Andre in fighting a Zack Parker.
An interim title?
An interim title.
Another vacant title. So you'll be a 3-time vacant title champ. You won your first vacant title
He'll
versus...
put himself in position.
What was the first vacant title? Brian Rose? Second vacant title, Akinwande? This will be an interim third vacant title? Let's stop the nonsense. At least Charlo won his belt from a 40-year-old man.
I'm not arguing with you.
Again, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Eddie shouldn't be out here talking about Charlo and his little fanboys.
His title.
What, Cool Clay? It's vacant, man. It's vacant. My man is vacant. He ain't had that belt. What champion he beat?
No, I was just he ain't beat no champion.
That's what I'm saying. The belt was vacant.
He fought Marta Rosen for the vacant.
There you go. Vacant.
Fought Jack Coke for the vacant. That was a vacant WBA though.
All vacant, man.
Right.
Even Walter, when he was supposed to fight Billy Joe, wasn't that a vacant? Because Billy Joe's belt got vacant because he tested positive and then he couldn't fight.
It became vacant.
I'm telling you, man, my man is the vacant franchise king. He's got like he's 3-time vacant champion or something like that.
Yo, he dropped Walter 4 times in that fight?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. He's good. He just can't show us versus the elite.
No, I was just asking because I see 2 of the scorecards.
And that's crazy. Let me tell you, that's probably the best name on his resume. Vanez Martirosyan. And the crazy thing about that is that I don't know what's Vanez's best win. But his pedigree was real. You know, he's from that Trout and Bradley 4-year amateur class.
Yeah.
So Vanez has a lot of wins over a lot of people in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? And he was a tough fight. He gave Laura a tough fight. Everybody knows that. You know? He just never was good enough. But that might be the best name.
Ishe? You think Ishe would be his best one?
He didn't fight Ishe?
Yeah, he did.
You talking about
Marta Rosen.
Okay, because I'm about to say Andre didn't fight Ishe. Martirosyan fought Ishe probably before he was a world champ, right?
No,
it was after
the fight before. Oh, yes, it was after. It was a fight before Vanez fought Lara. So 2 fights before the Triple G fight.
I mean, look, man, you got to rock with Ishe. You got to give anybody credit that beats Ishe, man. He been around for so long. My man even fought Daniel Jacobs, bro, on Showbox. Like, Ishe goes back long time, and then he lost so much and still was able to become world champ. So it's like, you got to give him his just due. It's a decent win, I guess, you know? Because Lubin just retired Ishe, like 2 years ago. So, you know, I'm sure that whenever Vanez fought Ishe was like 5 years ago, which gives more life to Ishe's career. And I like him, man. He's a straight shooter on Twitter and all that.
No, he definitely is. Yeah, the Ishe fight. Oh shit, I was there actually, 2015. That was on the card of Mayweather Berto.
Mayweather, oh man.
I got to the arena at like 12:30 so I could watch Tank fight. And Floyd didn't fight till like 9:30 that night. So I was there for the whole fucking card, but yeah. Eddie Hearn, man. He gonna hit you up. You know they're listening.
That's cool. You know, I mean, is that he's not being asked the right questions. You know what I mean? Like, stop talking about Charlo. It's an everyday thing, too, with this guy. I got Brandon Maurice, who's celebrating 15 months of membership, being a contender. Shout out to you. Thank you for the support and for your fantastic calls. Obviously, he is a nominee for Caller of the Year for 2022. He says, put up a poll, Ness, and ask the people what's a better fight, Charlo versus Selecki or Andre versus Parker. I mean, obviously they're gonna say Andre Parker because Parker's a so-called puncher, and Andrade is moving up. I mean, that's what I would assume. Any logical boxing fan would pick that. But the biggest name on Zack Parker's resume is who?
On Zack Parker's resume? Can I get a screen share really quick?
It's Vaughn Alexander, man. Vaughn Alexander. And Vaughn Alexander is most known for being the brother of Devin Alexander, the 2 or 3-time champion. He accomplished what he accomplished, not Vaughn. Like, what did Vaughn do? Who's Vaughn's biggest win? Like, he's known.
Cuba Arias?
He's known for fucking going to jail for like 10 years and being the story of Devin Alexander as they built him on HBO. So as Devin is winning, they showing us pictures of him going to see Vaughn and how he fucking, you know, as a boxer, he's taking care of, I think, like 11 people. You know what I'm saying? His brother's in prison. And I remember he had like an Orange Challenger. Like, come on, man. Like, he ain't known for I mean, and look, now he got the biggest win of his career over Louis Kubazares, who got the biggest win of his career over Jared Hurd. So, you know, I guess it's all relative, but it still makes it Zack Parker's biggest name. And that's crazy because it's almost on par. I would say if I had to choose between what career I would rather take, it would definitely be Vanez Martirosyan over Vaughn Alexander's career.
I would agree, absolutely. No question about it.
Again, you know, Parker having to make a statement and make a name for himself on May 21st, where Andrade, even though he's moving up, I'm sure is considered the favorite, but I'll double check that on Pro Boxing. They usually have all the odds.
We definitely want to thank all of those joining us on both youtube.com/The Boxing Voice and on TikTok at The Boxing Voice. For those of you joining us on TikTok, the TikTok version of our show is a behind the scenes look. We start the TikTok first and the TikTok last. But if you would like to see the full produced show and see...
Wow, we don't even have odds on Zack Parker versus Demetrius Andrade. This is supposed to be a big fight. Like, Andrade is an American, Olympian, 2-time division champion. Let's get back to Eddie Hearn not doing his job for Andrade, man. He dropped the ball yet again. Let me get to my pre-pro. and show the people. Let me see. Did I already have this pulled up? Bam. No, I didn't.
Well, you pulled that up.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Boom.
Give it to me, Trav. So this is it. No, wrong screen share. Be careful. You know this guy likes to be on Pornhub. This is Exhibit B here, Danny. This is yet again Eddie Hearn failing Andrade. Because if you're going to fight an unnamed fighter, at least fight him on your own network.
At least fight him in your
hometown.
What? You got to go to.
You're the A-side fighter. You're the champion moving up. All this is happening because of you, and your promoter doesn't even win the purse bid. But these things go unnoticed. If Al Heyman loses a purse bid or Bob Arum, God forbid, it's headlines. But Eddie loses a purse bid and no one says anything. Yet, Demetrius Andrade, the house fighter, the champion, now has to fight on BT Sports and what is it that Frank Warren even has?
I mean, ESPN Plus in America, right?
Really? This will be on ESPN Plus? No way. I'm going to Frank Warren's official site. Let's see. That'll be crazy. That'll be good then. This will be a good failure, I guess. Like, what is that called? Like, life give you lemons, you make lemonade, I guess.
I guess so.
Let's see.
I'm trying to see.
Is it going to be I don't see. No, but no.
They're literally fighting at a football stadium in the UK, in the home of Zack Parker. Zack Parker is giving £10 of every ticket sold.
Yep, I read that.
To the soccer team.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're underfunded.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But that's why they get support. They do things like that. It's cross promotion between sports. We don't really get that. You get the occasional basketball or football player that associates themselves with a fighter, but it isn't, everybody or the whole NFL with box. It doesn't happen, man. That's why guys like Tank and Floyd, they've been successful because they have been able to cross over to those other sports and genres.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing. When you talk about sports and you talk about UK specific, for one, they have football or soccer, right? And they have boxing.
Mm-hmm.
It's really all they have. And out there, people are proud of where they come from. People back their home team.
Yes.
I watch, EuroLeague soccer, football.
Wow.
Bro, I really wasn't familiar with the team. It's Pride Football Club or Pride FC or Derby. Never heard of them. But people are proud and people back there, they like to represent where they come from and to represent, their home and their team and whatnot. So it's just interesting to see that as a 2-division champion, you got to go to the contender's backyard,
Very sad. What's also sad is that ESPN doesn't even have this on the schedule, so I won't be able to see. Normally when it's on the schedule, they show you what network is airing it. So for the 21st, they only have the Benavidez fight on the schedule and the Buatsi fight with Craig Richards.
Which is funny because they're going head-to-head with Eddie Hearn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Eddie already had his fighter fighting on that day, but he's like, I'm going to put another show on that day.
Well, no, remember, this would be now Frank Warren's show. So he still got to get money. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like, but he's not part of that promotion with Frank. So you just sit on your hands on a Saturday?
Nah, I get what you're saying, but like what? So you gonna send Frank Smith, somebody to go support your 2-division champ?
Yeah, that's
while we do our own thing over here.
That's probably exactly what's gonna happen if he gets a Frank Smith. And that's again the root of the show. Stop throwing stones when you live in a glass house because you're doing a god-awful job for Andre.
Can I get a screen share really quick? So right here is what I consider to be the most accurate boxing schedule.
Who's this? Dan Rayfield?
Dan Rayfield. I go to his Facebook page. I go to his Facebook page.
You seen Coppinger throwing shots at Rayfield? He was like, oh no, I'm nowhere near as good as Dan Rayfield. You never seen that? You didn't see that yesterday?
Oh, was that in response to Keith Idec and his comments regarding ESPN Ringside not giving due credit?
I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, so they don't have a network listed as we see right here. This is the fight in question. This is the fight that we are discussing here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. May 21st, Demetrius Andrade against Zack Parker for the vacant WBO Interim Super Middleweight title in Derby, England. No network as of now. Yeah, I love Dan Rayfield's boxing schedule. Were you like one of those guys that went to his we're good? Were you one of those guys that would go to Dan Rayfield's page on ESPN?
For the fight chat?
Yeah, on not Fridays.
Nah, I've been there one time because like that was a little bit of a thing when I first hit Twitter like many years ago. Like that was a thing, like his fight chat or whatever. But it wasn't my thing. It was like. It wasn't as good as, I don't know, Twitter that is right now an instant.
Yeah.
You know, he had to pick. I don't know. It wasn't. I just got a message saying the show is off. I'm going to kill Trav if we work for free. I swear to God. Because it still says one waiting.
Yeah, that's what it says for me as well.
Your mic's not on.
It's at 308 concurrent viewers.
I hope.
Trust me.
I hope it's recording at least. Because this will still can be uploaded at the very least.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Damn, yo. Is that Discord lit up like that?
Yep.
It's a lot of people in there, Lord.
15 people.
Lord. So yeah, man. But let's get into these Zack Parker quotes because even though I think the opponent is bad, because at this point, what is Andre, 34 years old? He's got to be like Wilder's age or 2 years younger because Wilder was a late starter.
No, Demetrius is 34. 34.
Ain't Wilder 34?
Deontay Wilder, I'm not sure.
But it's all good. But yeah, damn.
In that window.
34, because people like to call Crawford old, so that means Andre is old or getting old.
They were in the same Olympic team, right? 08?
They were in the similar, yeah.
Boo Boo and Deontay?
Yep.
They were both 08, right?
Yep. And Gary. Russell Jr. I wonder how's his arm, man.
Deontay's 36 years old. Really quick, Eddie Hearn, since, kind of the topic of discussion, came out yesterday tweeting, huge pre-sale. Can I actually, hold on. All right.
For the Canelo fight?
Yeah, now let me get a screen share. He says, huge pre-sale today for Canelo Bivol. Only very limited tickets remain for general sale tomorrow, which is now today. Day one sellout incoming. Big Cinco de Mayo weekend. Canelo. What's your thoughts on that, man? That's pretty impressive.
I mean, isn't that typical already?
20,000. Nah, not in Vegas. Not for Canelo.
What?
I mean, he'll sell out the big fights, but I guess any Canelo fight's a big fight, but Bivol's not a name.
I mean, the funny thing is that these headlines always come from Eddie. It used to be the same.
We're good.
It used to be the same for Joshua or Katie or anybody that can, Kell Brook, anybody that can remotely sell a few tickets. But these pre-sale tickets, remember that there are like third-party distributors that buy these things to be able to sell it to us at a higher rate. So it's not really fight fans. We don't even know if it's fight fans. But regardless, from a bottom end standpoint, it don't matter. As long as them tickets get sold, they get sold. You made your money. So hand over fist. So it's a good thing. But, we know that there's like StubHubs buying these things, everybody, so that they can resell.
No, I get it. It was just wanted your thoughts or to see if you even made anything from that at all.
No, I mean, he's a star. That's why everybody wants to fight him. Look, he can sell out 20,000, you said, in a few hours versus fucking Bivol,
no.
Don't even know Bivol.
That's not how many he sold. I'm just saying.
How many was it that he sold?
That's how many the arena holds, 20,000.
Okay, so how many did he sell?
According to Eddie, he sold, it was damn near a sellout.
All right, so
on the pre-sale.
So he sold 20,000. Is it sold out or
it's not sold out?
So is the pre-sale a certain amount of tickets? Is what you're telling me? I'm lost here. When you tell me the arena holds 20,000 and you tell me that the promoter says they sold out damn near sold out.
Yeah, damn near.
What damn near means almost 20 if you're at capacity at 20. But listen, moving on. Moving on. He's doing an excellent job for Canelo. Meanwhile, Andrade's got to go to fucking Derby.
To Derby, England. Look, to be fair though, if Andrade sells out and Canelo sells out, Andrade will have sold more tickets than Canelo. So
I don't know when we can ever assume that Andrade would sell out. There was a little bit of a hype there. We went together. It was so funny. You and I went.
You and I went to Boston.
Damn, that was 4 years ago.
That was August of 2018. Yeah.
Wow, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember I got pictures of Boo Boo with them little ass dreads and shit.
We were there.
Man, I was in such better shape. Lord.
Yep. We drove from Jersey to Boston.
Jersey to Boston. Road trip style.
Road trip style. Came back and went to Philly to see Danny and Crazy Ange.
Yeah, man. It's Danny's birthday the other day, man. I was talking to his father. I'm trying to freaking get them out here.
He's in Miami right now?
Yeah, you seen him with Colbert and Fulton.
Yeah.
And I think Rajon Chance was there too. He blowing up. My man getting like 2,000 likes on IG. That's crazy. Got like 4 fights. Shit is happening quick for these guys now with social media. Can you imagine that the Tysons, even Floyd, because Floyd was obviously on the he got on social media when it came, but social media is more established now. Like everyone has it now. And,
right.
And the iPhones and Androids are so evolved that everyone has a smartphone. So it's just more people than it could ever been back then.
Yeah, I mean, social media was really just becoming a thing.
Yeah.
When he became money.
Yeah.
Pretty Boy didn't get the social media for the most part. So
Exactly. It would be interesting, man. We need a DeLorean. Man. We need to go back in time and just see what we can adjust, But I want to get to these quotes because my man Zack Parker is talking greasy, and he made me, off this article, it made me want to go and watch his fight. So I watched one full fight, which was the last one, which was another middleweight moving up. What is his name? Like Mark Morrison or something like that?
Are you saying for
Zack Parker?
But you're saying his last full fight?
No, his last fight.
Oh yeah, his last fight was against Marcus Morrison.
I
thought you were saying his last full fight because I know he hasn't gone the distance since 2018.
Oh, I didn't know that little fun fact stat, and that's what I think is going to be the interest in this fight as the fight gets closer. May 21st comes upon us. I think that's what we'll grab onto, that he's an alleged puncher, and he is a natural 68-pounder. And allegedly, according to him, he says it himself. Where can I find it? Okay, maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
I'm looking for it. I have it highlighted, all right. So let's start with this sexy one anyway. And I think it's in here. He says, and I quote, "I think he's on his last leg and his promoter hasn't got behind him. Has he? Not like my promoter. that is, what you are meant to do. Get behind your fighter. He is 34, coming up a weight against someone who is big for the weight. You could see that in my last fight against Mark Morrison. When a middleweight comes up, I just put them to sleep. Trust me, I will be the first to stop Andrade. I haven't been as confident about anything in my life. I've been waiting for these big fights to show what I am about. On May 21st, everyone will know who Zack Parker is. So as you can see, he says someone who is big for the division. So he already is letting you know, I'm sucking down. I'm on some Benavidez shit. You know what I'm saying?
Some of those early fights Zack Parker had in his career, he, was coming in light heavyweight, 72, 75,
So he's really big.
74. But as far as size, both men are listed at the same height, 6 foot even. And Zack Parker only has, I want to say, either a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch reach advantage.
Okay.
So as far as being like the natural 68 pounder, it might not be as good for him, because it's like if it's hard for you to make the weight, or if you really have to work to make the weight, while Demetrius is moving up, you get what I'm saying? Demetrius would be more comfortable as far as not having as big of a weight cut.
A little faster.
So
but it's the punching power that worries people.
It is, but when if you are sucking down, we know that your power isn't full strength, right? Because you're putting your body through that weight cut. Another thing to keep in mind is Demetrius Andrade has boxed nearly double the rounds that Zack Parker. I'm sorry, Demetrius Andrade has boxed more than double the rounds that Zack.
Well, obviously he doesn't have the power of Parker.
No, I know. I'm stating as far as experience. Zack Parker's never been in a title fight. I know he has. Well, this is for an interim. He has international belt, right, at 168. Excuse me.
Whoa.
But Demetrius has fought 91 more rounds. Right? Is it 91? I want to say it's 91 more rounds than.
But it looks like Parker's probably been more active. I mean, he had 3 fights in 2021 alone.
3 fights in 2021 alone that equal, 1 fight.
You mean in terms of name caliber?
Well, not even that. No, look, I'm just saying all 3 fights with the scheduled 10 rounders.
Yeah. Again, he's a
2
puncher.
2 rounds, 1 round.
He's a
rounds.
puncher. No one got mad at Deontay Wilder for getting a knockout.
He's a puncher against who though?
Against the people that are in front of him, just like Deontay Wilder.
I get what you're saying, but you're comparing a world champion with 10 title defenses to a guy who hasn't fought. Like you said.
Well, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying he is a puncher.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, right? He's at a 72% KO ratio. So
I will say this: I doing research, I did see some things out there.
Okay.
If you Google enough, there will be people that suggest Parker probably lost the fight versus Darryl Williams. So that may be something you want to do a film study on if you're potentially going to put any sort of money on this fight, and you're leaning Parker. There are rumors of him not looking good in that Darryl Williams fight.
I see a few comments in the chat, people having issues with the stream. Head over to Discord. You'd be able to hear us. I think it's a YouTube thing today that we've had a couple issues thus far. So, come on over. You could head over to TikTok.
Yeah, something's definitely wrong. Well, actually, I see it live there too. So I see it. It's live on the analytics side of things. So I guess. Anyway, hopefully you can hear us and all that good stuff. Let me see if anyone had the ability to super chat, or are we frozen out of that?
And for those of you asking, the close fight at hand that Ness just brought up was the last time Zack Parker went the distance against Darryl Williams, and that was for the vacant BBBFC British super middleweight title.
I got Jaguar Paul, who says, with a $5 super chat, Andre doesn't actually have fans. Those are just Canelo haters. But never forget, Andre takes Eurobums like Selecki and Williams to decisions. Cringe emoji, crying emoji. Let's talk about that. Because people give guys like, Canelo hate, but, he doesn't go 12 with a Selecki or a Liam Williams type of fighter. Would you say Liam Williams is Selecki and Williams more accomplished? Are Selecki and Williams more accomplished than Yeardom?
Selecki and Williams more accomplished.
Are they more accomplished than Williams?
Man, I would say no.
Wow, really?
So let me just so we're on the same page. You're asking, is Selecki more accomplished? Is Selecki and Liam Williams more accomplished than Yildirim?
Individually, obviously.
Liam Williams, I'll say no. I will say he is not more successful than Yildirim. Selecki though, Selecki has only lost to Boo Boo and Daniel Jacobs. He beat Gabe Rosado. He beat Jack Koke. He beat Hugo Centeno. He stopped him actually. So I don't know. Now I guess the question is like a guy like Yildirim, like who's his best win?
Wasn't it Darrell?
Darrell, right? So
who was a WBC world champ? Was that a win or a draw?
Give me 1 sec. I am okay. All right. Yeah, no, I'm pulling up everything. I don't know. I would say Selecki is a more accomplished fighter than.
What's his biggest win? Michael Zorro? You ain't even give him credit for that one.
Who? Avni?
No, Selecki. Michael Zorro's probably his biggest win.
More than Gabe?
Ooh. I personally rank Gabe higher than Zorro, but from a technical standpoint, you can have Zorro ranked above Gabe. He's got less losses and beat better. Not better, but less losses and beat decent names.
And for Darrell, for Avni, the Darrell fight was a technical decision loss. But I think it was it had a lot to do with maybe some controversy, right?
Yeah, wasn't it a headbutt or something like that?
Headbutt and whatnot. So some people felt that he was up. Nonetheless,
that's why I think he got that mandatory shot, because he was winning and then it was like stopped and it wasn't right to stop it. I don't know.
He was mandatory. He was mandatory before that fight. Before that fight, because that fight was the beginning of 2019. When you and I went to go see who did we go see in Miami?
Summer in Miami.
The heavyweight.
The Nigerian one?
Nah. The one Wilder had in camp. They brought us down. He got knocked out a couple times. He was on the Arrow undercard. Doesn't really matter, but Avni was there. And I had never heard of Avni at this time. This is
Yeah. You're talking about Greg Corbin when we was in the heavyweight factory.
Exactly. And what I'm saying is Avni was mandatory then. And I remember he made a video, and poor Avni, he probably didn't even know what he was saying, but somebody told him to say, Benavides, I'm gonna kill you. And I still got that video, but he was mandatory then. So
I got a poll based off Brandon Maurice. What's the better fight? Charlo versus Selecki, Andre versus Parker, or third option? Both hot garbage.
$46 votes already on that post, so head over.
Yeah, already Parker versus Andrade has 43% better fight than Charlo versus Selecki. But getting back to these Parker quotes, look, he says here, my style is all wrong for everyone, not just for Andre. He said for everyone. Every time I face someone, I change my style to work in my favor. We'll see, like you said, it's easy to say these things with the level of opposition that you've been in the ring with. Andrade is a former Olympian, 2-time vacant champion. So, he brings something totally different to the ring. Like you said, all the rounds box means experience. We'll see. But I tell you, Zack, and the way he talked in this article, it does have me interested. Like you, I've read the part where he was given 10 pounds from every ticket sold back to the Derby Club to help them out. So that drew me in as well. And the fact that he was saying to them, hopefully they can get behind him because he's doing that.
Yeah, no, and
also drew me in.
All of these things drew me in, but like I said, when I'm hearing from shout out to my boy Andy McCart over at IFL and a couple of those other guys, coming over, doing what we do and covering the sport. When I'm hearing from them, bro, I'm talking about like a year ago. Yo, this guy, Canelo may have to face him. So that's when I first start. Okay, let me see what's to the Zack Parker guy.
Have you watched him? Because he does have a very decent left hook to the body and a nice jab. I don't know how these tools are gonna look versus Andrade, because obviously when the better the opposition across from you, the things that you thought you can do in the past, all of a sudden they're tougher to perform on a person the level of an Andrade. If Andrade is who they say he is, because we haven't even really been able to see him on the elite level if we're not considering the Monterosian fight. And that was so long ago. Even the Williams fight, I give him credit for all those fights, but they're just a long time ago. Like Willie Nelson, Vanez, Alantez Fox?
Alantez Fox, yes, sir. Alantez Fox. I will say, though, for whatever it's worth, I will say that I was impressed that Boo Boo could even drop Liam Williams, and I was impressed that he stopped Jason Quigley.
But didn't Chris Eubank do it better?
As far as Liam Williams?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Liam Williams is concerned.
And he was out there looking like second coming of Roy Jones Jr. with the triple left hook on Liam.
But to be fair,
Liam got dirty with Andre. Let's be real. He got dirty. No respect for Andre.
He did. But to be fair, Eubank did it right after Andre did it.
Yeah, of course.
So at this point, Liam Williams had been on a winning streak since his back-to-back losses to Liam Smith. So, I want to say maybe 5-6 fights in a row. It was 7 fights in a row, 7-fight winning streak heading into that Boo Boo fight. 7-fight winning streak for Liam Williams. 7-fight winning streak, all 7 by KO. So when he went into that Boo Boo fight, he had a lot of momentum.
He did.
He had a lot of momentum. Did Eubank do it in a more decisive fashion? He did. He did. But now it's Zack Parker, right? Now it's Zack Parker. Now it's time for him to go to England and fight for this vacant interim title, and maybe put himself in position to fight a Canelo, right? If he goes out there and he starts talking crazy, if he beats Zack Parker out there, starts talking crazy, Canelo, I'll come to Mexico next. I'll come to your backyard next. Horrible fighter. Pay me in pesos. Payday. You know?
Bro, you're saying if Andrade wins and does all that?
Yeah.
Who's going to be tuned in to Zack Parker versus Andrade to even hear that? Like, how is Canelo going to hear that?
You know, look, bro, people, the same way people listen to the show, you get what I'm saying? If big names in the sport are listening into this very show, then I promise you that video, or if Boo Boo were to go off, or whatever the comment may be, is gonna get back to Canelo or somebody in the camp, somebody in the team. They will hear it, I promise you.
I hope, man. I don't know. I just hope that Parker can live up to his words and make it an interesting fight, you know. But even if it's interesting, he still will be a relative unknown to Americans.
Absolutely.
And it's just unfortunate because how much credit can Andrade receive for the win? You know, I don't know. You know, it's difficult with the level of names that he keeps fighting. It's hard to say that anyone is avoiding him. Like, again, I go back to Eddie Hearn. You read the last 8 or whatever, you know, the Matchroom buffet he's been feasting on since getting to Matchroom. None of those names have been remotely appealing. Nobody on there was like, oh, you know what? It wasn't even a Gabe. They didn't even give him a Gabe Rosado, you know? He didn't get a Jaime, you know? He didn't get Billy Joe. He didn't get Callum Smith. He didn't get Gennady Golovkin. He didn't get Canelo Alvarez.
No, trust me, man. I get it. Trust me, I get it.
That's crazy, though. Again, to be talking about Charlo and how Charlo's not fighting 2 dudes above his division, all these guys are in Andrade's division. Andrade at least has verbally been willing to move up. He wanted to move up to 68 to fight Billy Joe when Billy Joe went up there and got a vacant. Unlike Charlo, who's on record saying, no, I'm small. Fight me at 64. You got his brother saying, you know, Benavidez is too big. It's a different story than Andrade, who's claiming he can fight at 68 and having the actual people there to fight. It's crazy.
Yeah, really quick, I do want to apologize. Man, I got listeners texting me.
Me too.
Bro.
Me too. I don't know what's up.
It's bad. I'm not sure.
It says on my end, though, like if I go to my analytics page, I mean, it's got 990 something people have been watching. So I don't know what's going on.
For me, literally 30 seconds ago, it just went from one waiting to how many people are watching, but I see the comments.
Yeah, like right now, I see 331 watching.
Yeah, I see the same thing.
And I see the votes. People are voting, so I don't know. Maybe it's an exclusivity thing. You can't get in, and those that are here are here. I don't know what to tell y'all. Really, it must be. Trav might be right when he says that it could be a YouTube thing. YouTube has never done such a thing. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. But they're calling him the hardest hitting super middleweight in Britain.
Yeah, in Britain.
I mean, look, yo, that's his country though. Like, you know, you say that as if you're putting him down. Like, oh yeah, over there. But like, that's where he's from.
I thought you was gonna say some crazy shit like
in the
division,
world.
yeah.
Not in the world, no. But yeah, I mean, the money's behind him. You know, we can't forget that. They won the purse bid, Frank Warren. Big influx of cash this year. My man's winning purse bids left and right. You know, he won the big Tyson Fury, Dillian White purse bid, and obviously won the Zack Parker versus Demetrius Andrade purse bid. So, you know, hopefully we get this fight on ESPN like you're suggesting. Right now, all we do know that it's going to be taking place May 21st. It'll be for the WBO Interim World Title. And it will be live on BT Sports. And the stadium will be Pride Park Stadium.
In Derby, England.
In Derby. Yo, let me get a screen share. Look at your man right there, Lonnie B. We was just talking about him yesterday. And he's like, yo, can I get the winner? That's so unfortunate, man. You know, I wish there were a entourage. What is it? Arliss? What was Arliss' name? Is that's his name? I know you're young, but come on. You never watched Entourage on HBO?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Shame.
I was like 12 when it was
out. Yeah, well, wasn't Arliss like the agent? Artie? And you neither. You're a young whippersnapper that didn't watch fucking Entourage?
Nah, I actually never got into it. Like, I watched it, but it didn't catch my attention.
Wow.
But it was, I feel like, at an immature time in my life, right? Mm-hmm. For example, try to start The Sopranos around the same time in my life. Couldn't get into it. Now The Sopranos is my favorite all-time TV show.
So let me just get a screen share here. This page is a page I promote. They pretty much tell the truth. Boxing Habit. Demetrius Andrade's opposition since 2017. 0 world champions. Zack Parker, European. Jason Quigley, he's Irish, but I guess is that considered European?
I mean, Ireland is in Europe.
Europe? There you go. No, I mean, because what he's trying to do is correlate the Euro tour, because for Canelo they shortened it. They called it a Euro tour. Remember? I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, of course.
There you go. Liam Williams, he's considered European, living in good old England, right? Luke Keeler, another guy from Ireland, so another European, right?
Ness, are you American? Because you live in America.
I'm just.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm just giving context here, buddy.
Right.
I mean, you know, for those that may not be following along on YouTube.com because of the glitches.
/ The Boxing Voice.
Because of the glitches, I just got to put it into perspective. Selecki, European. I thought Artur Akakov probably would have been Russian, no? But that's considered European too? All right. There you go.
Well, half of Russia is European, the other half is
Asia?
Asian. Yeah.
There you go.
So like Western Russia is Europe, and then
there you go.
Yeah.
So wow.
CYP says
1,
counterpunch.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 8. Okay. CYP. Where is he? Oh, he's on Skype. What up?
What up? Listen. What up, fellas?
What up?
Y'all done caught me. Look, Yildirim did not beat Darrell. He lost technical decision.
Yeah,
he was down on the scorecards. He wasn't up. I know people. I don't know why people love doing that shit. Oh, he was winning. No, he was winning, and then no, he wasn't winning. You can't win a technical decision if you're down on the card. They go to the scorecards to see who's winning. It was Darrell. He won, and then after he loses to Darrell, he fights Canelo. Gets knocked out. After Canelo, he loses again to Jack Coolin. And then he fights a dude who's 37-51. 37 wins, 51 losses just to get another win. Then he fights a dude, 14 wins, 21 losses to get a win. Ivani Yildirim, I hate saying this about boxers, but in comparison to the boxers that we're talking about, Yildirim is trash. He's much worse than Parker, much worse than Select. He is trash. Liam, I ain't did him yet. Don't mention Ivani, because they look him up, they're going to realize this dude is not that good. That's all I want to say.
So, to be clear, you think Selecki is who do we compare Yildirim to, or we're pulling the comparison?
Selecki and Liam Williams.
Oh yeah, so to be clear. And I think so too, man. Selecki is a tough fight. I ain't gonna front.
No, absolutely.
He gave who did he give a problem to? I think he beat Michael Soro too. Check that out. I think he beat Michael Soro. You know, the dude that handled him pretty easy, if I'm not mistaken. Do you remember Mr. Almanac?
Danny Jacobs.
About to say that.
Danny Jacobs.
So I thought
that was his first fight with Eddie Hearn.
And didn't Danny also beat Cool Clay? I think he did.
Yes.
I think he did that pretty easy too. Oh no, it was Derevyanchenko. I'm confusing Cool Clay with Derevyanchenko. He did that easier than everybody. Like GGG and Charlo had more issues to me than, but to be fair, for those that don't know, that was a very unique situation when when Daniel Jacobs decided to fight Sergey Derevyanchenko. It was because it was ordered, I believe, by the IBF. They were actually stablemates for many years. I want to say at least 4 years. Derevyanchenko was trained by Gary Starks Senior, and obviously shared trainers with Jacobs, who was trained at the time with Andre Rozier. So those teams had to split. Once that purse bid came, Gary decided to stay with Derevyanchenko and go against his best friend in Rozier, and stablemates had to fight each other. So, Jacobs had an unfair advantage of sparring the man for 3-4 years.
I mean, they both had the same advantage, though.
No. Yes. I mean, Jacobs had an advantage over the other men
that had fought. Sergey?
Yeah, like he had an advantage over Charlo and Gennady by being familiar. Come on.
So you saying that Charlo's win against Derevyanchenko is better?
I am not. I'm still saying Jacobs is better because he performed better, but I'm giving context that he was more familiar. He was in there. When you in there with someone, you in there with someone. There's a certain level of fear that releases and is no longer part of the, fight any longer. You're just used to him.
Right.
You know that I feel so bad we acted lazy yesterday. Shakur posted that he was sparring Amado Vargas, which we were invited to. Shakur Stevenson's versus Vargas. And we didn't go. And then he posts like, no bad blood, amazing rounds with my brother. And I'm like, damn, it went down like that? Or am I reading too much into it? Because why would you say no bad blood? Shit must have got hot. And maybe there was people in the gym, so in case the rumors get out, it's like, nah, ain't no bad blood. That was just good work.
Right.
We dropped the ball. Unless I'm just reading too much into it. But that's what I do best. That's why you come here.
I didn't see...
I have a fucking vivid...
I didn't see the what'd you say, the caption? No bad blood or whatever. I didn't see that. I just saw some pictures being posted, of the sparring. Yeah, I just saw the pictures from the sparring. That was all. So yeah.
Damn, it's not even there no more. Let me see. Was that Amado then and not him who posted it?
So I didn't even see Shakur post anything. I saw Shakur repost. Like
yeah. It was Amado who posted it.
Okay.
No bad blood. Screen share. Yo, Shakur always smiling.
Yo, he happy to be a bad motherfucker, yo.
I know. No, listen. Look, and he put tough right under. I ain't even noticed that. Look at his brother. Dog work, man. We missed it, man. Drop the ball. And Amados doesn't even have a pro fight yet, right? This is the youngest one. Oh, no, this is actually, he does have the pro fight.
Yeah.
Emilio's the one that isn't pro.
Emiliano, yeah.
Emiliano.
Would still be fighting on Triller.
Mm-hmm.
May 14th.
If that happens.
It's been announced, on the Sergey Kovalev undercard. You good?
I'm just reading the pre-pro concerning our guest. Seems like we have no contact with Mr. Jeremiah Milton, but that's all right.
No problem.
That's all right. So let's open up these phone lines. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Actually, how many does the Derby Stadium hold? What would be the what do you call it? The enemy territory? How many people are going to be cheering against Andrade? What's he going up against here?
Yeah, no, it's a little over 30,000.
That's a lot.
If we're being exact, 33,597.
That is a lot.
And it may be even more than that because I want to say that is
for football.
For football, so a total sellout could be upwards of 35,000 people. cheering against, Demetrius Andrade. So
that's a lot.
It is a lot, but let's keep in mind Andrade is no stranger to enemy territory, right? He went to Germany to fight Jack Koke. So just something to point out, it's not like it's the first time that he's gone to his enemy's backyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So upwards of 35,000 people, will be there cheering against Demetrius Andrade.
That is a lot. It's crazy, man. I think that's the biggest problem I'm having is that, they lost the purse bid and he's got to go to enemy territory to get this done. Not that he has a problem. I believe he went to Germany to fight Jack Koke, right?
It's almost like I said that 30 seconds ago.
Oh, you did? My bad. I'm also doing some other stuff here, trying to send some pictures to my good friend Chick Ciccarelli, who's putting together a deck for TBV.
All right. Good stuff. Callers?
Yeah, so if you're on Skype, which I do see a few of you there, if you are interested in being on the live portion of the show, please raise your hand, which will indicate to me that you're ready to rock and roll. Same goes for Blog Talk. All you got to do is press one time, and we'll get you on the line to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. And if you're on Discord, which is where we want everyone to be on, we will be phasing Skype out in 13 days. The countdown continues. But if you're on Discord, please use the raise your hand feature. If you don't know how, obviously type in the chat and Young Trav will respond in a heartbeat. We're going to go out to Coach Myers in Connecticut on Skype right after these messages.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Coach Myers, what's up? Buenos dias.
What's going on? What's going on, Danny? What's going on, Ness?
What up, champ?
Ain't nothing, chilling. So what we talking about today, man? We talking about Andrade.
Andrade and Parker, and the fact that Eddie Hearn has been failing Demetrius Andrade for the last 4 years.
Do we blame? I mean, we just gonna blame Eddie Hearn, or we gonna blame these guys not wanting to fight? Also,
Who doesn't want to fight him?
I mean, Charlo didn't want to fight him.
Charlo has nothing to do with Eddie Hearn and Andrade. Charlo's on a completely different network with
It don't matter. You said he failed him. How he failed him if he was offering like $7 million and shit to fight?
What?
But these fighters didn't want to take the fight.
So why is it that you guys find this weird backdoor to blame Charlo for Andrade's career being dog shit when he has more than 6 fighters on his side of the street? He's got 6 fighters. Everybody resorts to Charlo. Why is your first thing Charlo, who
Because
obviously
that's one of the biggest fights for him, obviously.
No,
right?
it's
He's a
not.
champion.
No,
Yeah,
it's
he's a
not.
champion in
No,
his
it's
division.
not.
How
No,
is
it's
it
not. No, it's not. You
How is
would
it not?
because you play flag football. You ain't never gonna let your star fighter go to nobody else's fucking team or network. Simple. Start putting shit in your shit. It do matter. It do matter. Start putting. Start being realistic. Start being realistic.
So it's okay if
No. What I see is okay for you.
If PBC.
What I see is okay for you. What I see is okay for you. What I see is okay for you is for Andre to fight 4 years worth of shit fights because of Charlo. That's your excuse.
Today, I see what you're doing today. I'll be back on my boomerang.
I mean, is that your excuse? You could get a 4-year pass to fight whoever you want because Charlo don't want to fight you. Oh, okay, you don't want to answer. I want somebody to answer that. Why is Charlo the lead excuse? Oh, Andre's career is shit. Yeah, well, Charlo don't want to fight. I offered him $7 million. Well, why don't you call in and say that he was offered an offer to fight Charlo and he turned it down to re-sign with Dazn? That is actual facts. Those are facts. So when you keep calling it, oh, well, he didn't want to fight Charlo, don't want to fight him. Why don't you say Andre don't want to fight Charlo? He was offered the fight a second time. And by second, I don't mean with the same brother. First time was with Jermell. Let's not get it confused. These ain't phantom offers. First time was with Jermell, and he walked to go sign with fucking Rock Nation. Second time was with Jamal, and he decided I'm going to stay in the comfort of this Euro fucking tour that I'm on and chill with my man Eddie Hearn and get these bullshit names that people hate. What are y'all talking about? That's fact. If you need me to pull it up to screen share, Espinoza telling you he offered Andre to fight and he turned it down to sign to Dazn a second time like Terrence Crawford, where's your energy? Keep it the same, please. Keep it the same. I'm going out to New Orleans. It looks like we got JT on the line with his hand raised, so I'm hoping you're ready to rock and roll.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'm killing this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yo, what up, Ness?
Buenos dias, my friend.
What's up, Ring Walk?
What's up with
Look,
you?
I'm gonna keep the same energy though, Ness. Let's talk about Canelo, because you said keep the same energy on this Euro tour. That's what Canelo been doing on the Euro tour with Dazn. On top of that, and then a guy didn't see why Pete just break down his Euro record. He had a losing record, and I'm not talking about them 2 wins that he got, because them guys had a losing record to get those wins. And didn't Canelo beat him for one of them belts? Huh?
Beat who?
Hello? Beat Yurdam.
I don't think so.
Did he fight Yurdam for a belt?
I don't think so. I thought he was defending the WBC. I got to check. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Nah, because when CYP broke down that record, I remember Yurdam being one of them guys that Canelo had clipped up for
yeah, I mean, I know that Canelo fought Yurdam. I'm double checking now for you to make sure it was for a vacant belt. Was it, Almanac? It was vacant on the line?
Yeah, the WBC was vacant.
Okay, I thought he won that in the
no.
fight.
Yeah. It was vacant in the Callum fight, my bad.
Exactly.
And he was a WBC mandatory.
Exactly. So it's just haters be hating on Canelo, trying to say he fought Yurdam for a fucking belt. And this is what I'm saying. The reason that it was hard even to follow what that caller was saying is because he started off by trying to compare Andrade's Euro tour to Canelo's Euro tour. So let's
one Euro tour gets you undisputed. The other one gets you
nothing.
A vacant interim title shot.
Exactly. One Euro tour was all the champions.
And the other one was what, Ness?
The mandatories.
Right.
Well, Liam William was a mandatory. Zack Parker is some sort of mandatory. Akinwande was a fill-in. I mean, but obviously he was highly ranked in order to get the shot. So, you know, it's funny, man. We're not even talking about Canelo. We're talking about the fact that his promoter, Demetrius Andrade's promoter, failed him. But somehow they find a way to bring up Canelo, blame Canelo. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy to me. Let me get to what I believe might be Caesar in Las Vegas. Yes, Caesar Yanez in Las Vegas. Buenos dias. What's up?
Yo, what's going on? Can you hear me?
You still ain't come through Smoke That L. We hear you.
I know, man. I've been really busy lately. My baby's been teething, so hard time.
Bro,
right
your
now.
baby's about to be 2 years old here, man. You still using the baby excuse?
You crazy, bro. You crazy. See, you don't be hitting me up, man. You don't know about my life, man. But,
Has it been over a year already or not?
I wanted to touch. No, sir. She's 10 months.
Whoa, I'm damn near right. Bro, I'm 2 months off. Knock it off.
2 months. Bro. Go
ahead. My bad.
I wanted to touch on that. The Shakur and
Amado thing. I think some time ago they had some sparring prior, and
they did.
Shakur posted a little highlight, and then I don't think the Vargas brothers were too happy with that, so then they were going just back and forth online some time ago. I'm not sure how long. So maybe that's why the whole bad blood thing was posted. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. But the whole thing on Andrade and Canelo's Euro Tour, come on, man. It's kind of silly to even compare. Really. I mean, you really can't be serious about that. Come on, man. Like, I feel dumb just even talking about it. But anyway, you know what? Let me get back to work. Great show as always. Ness, I'll be hitting you guys up. I don't know what gym you guys are going to plan on training at or working out at, but let me know. I'll shoot you a text, though.
All right.
TV for life.
Let me get a screen share. Yo, disrespectful. Crazy, yo.
Terrible, man.
Yo, crazy. But is it truth? Is it truth? This page is crazy. Look, check this out. Check this out. Josh Teller, Prograis or Jose Ramirez, door 1. Cambosos, Haney, Loma, Tiafimo, door 2. Another limited C-level opponent, door 3. Look at Geronto down at the bottom, kicking the door in. Yo, this dude is terrible, bro. He's terrible, man. Look at this one. Look at this one. This one actually is real. Look, you reading? If you're not watching this on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, you should be. And if you're not following Boxing Habit, you should be. I don't know him, no relation. He don't give me nothing, but he's funny as fuck in a factual way. He says both Joseph Diaz Jr. and George Cambosos did everything possible to duck Devin Haney, but at the end, their preferred non-current world champion dropped out, Ryan Garcia and Loma. And both JoJo and Camboso, he put Camboso, were forced into the real Devin Haney fight. Laughing out loud emoji. Duck season is over. But if you don't remember and you have short-term memory in boxing, you will remember that Ryan Garcia was scheduled to fight Jojo Diaz, and Devin had to give Jojo more than he was going to make to fight Ryan just to fight him, even after Ryan dropped out and he had no opponent. Isn't that crazy? And now Devin has to take less money than Loma just to get the fight with Cambosos. And has some crazy restrictions attached to that contract, let me tell you. Let me tell you, some crazy restrictions. Sources,
yes, sir.
Sources indicate that there is a time limit on the contract in which Danny. That's a combination of Devin and Haney in one. Danny, let's cut it. Sure, no, you didn't get it. But anyway, there is a time limit in which the contract Devin Haney has received. So he's got a limited amount of time in which to sign it and provide specific information, which is unheard of. Really. To have a time limit on him providing anything when a fight hasn't happened or doesn't happen until June 5th, it's crazy. The way that they avoid Devin, the way that, I mean, and this is perception because I know I'm going to receive the same phone call, so I don't want this to come off wrong, but like, why are there hoops of fire? It's like Devin's got to go through, what is that show, the television show, American Gladiator? No, that's the wrong show. It's a new one that's like that the dude Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I'm saying that name wrong too, right? That he hosts.
I don't know.
American Ninja Warrior. Bam! Get this man a fucking mic, man. He belongs, he knows. But yeah, American Ninja Warrior.
I only watch boxing, bro. So
me too. But the same way useless information that sometimes works on the show, that was part of it. They make him go through a fucking, obstacle course just to get to the fighter. Like, everyone has to get paid more. Remember, we had Javier Fortuna on this show, and Samson wanted to receive more than what Gamboa was receiving. And it's like, Gamboa was a former world champ. Gamboa's been in big fights. Like, it's just crazy the way that they act to get in the ring with Haney.
So, what I found crazy, right? Because I wanted to let you speak first to see how much you say. To see what I can say.
See if you're gonna if I use the shovel too much.
But based on what our sources told us, I found it crazy. Not just that they want these restrictions, but the time limit is like, for the time limit to me is like ridiculous.
No, it is
especially
almost like unachievable.
Very much so, given what they're asking for.
Yeah,
shit like that takes time. Shit like that takes time.
Should we say that?
Say what they're asking for?
Yeah.
Or say the time?
I guess both.
That's your call.
What? You were there just like I was, so what's safe?
I don't know if that's information that.
All right, well then moving on. It'll be leaked by I was about to say Michael Coppinger eventually.
Of course.
Or not, because it all depends on perception and how they want Haney perceived in the media, in the eyes of the public. Honestly, I don't know. I think we wait 24 hours and then say it then. Because if we don't, will anyone know?
You said wait.
Yeah, like see if they break it in another 24, and if not, we have to say it, because if we don't, will the world ever know? Because once we tell them, they're gonna be like, "Wow, that's crazy. You're a fucking duck. Why are you putting that restriction on it? The fight is until June. Like, what's really good with your team? You don't really want this fight. What you really got up your sleeve? Who's really gonna get this fucking Kambosos fight?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I figure 24 hours, the time limit is up, right? Somebody, if they don't break it by tomorrow, something's up. Something's fishy.
Yeah, if they don't break it by tomorrow, we gotta call our sources, because obviously there was an issue with that time constraint.
Yeah, man.
Yo, that was crazy.
What?
I mean, just to find out the information that we found out from the people we found it out, like to hear everything that we found out yesterday, it was definitely crazy.
It was. Yeah, that was crazy, but that was all based off the interview, man. We got phone calls off the interview that led to some information being given to us, just so that we can be
more informed.
More informed was the words used. But yeah.
Yo,
hopefully it drops.
This is funny. It says, Danny, when is your bathroom break? When is Ring Walk walking to the throne?
Oh, we got to get him the soundbite. Brandon, if you're listening, don't isn't it what Jay-Z and Kanye, and he loves Kanye, so I think they got something with Iron Throne, right? Or Watch the Throne.
Yeah, Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne. We could find you a nice little soundbite to match that. We got callers. We're gonna go to them. Looking like Blog Talk is Liddy, Alabama, C Dub. What is up?
Yo, Ness, Ring Walk.
What up?
What's good?
What's good,
man? Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Andrade is the topic. I'm gonna call in with that heat, because Andrade is the boogeyman of our era. The zone. It's on the fighters, man. Blame them. Let's point the gun at let's respect the shooters. Let's don't respect the other people that duck. This generation. I'm sure Ness will understand that, Jay-Z. But don't support these fighters. BJS. I famously say on this, he got his nut clipped. Go back, Makai Pfeiffer paid him for it. Go that way and get your belt back. Don't support nothing that man did. Do nothing. Munguia would not fight Andrade if he slapped his mother. He was Andrade mandatory forever. Don't you want a belt? What we in this for? Canelo. He's brainwashing people saying this man is a horrible fighter. After he become a 3-division champion and he make Canelo vacate for a third time, he make Canelo run for a third time, I wonder they're going to say he's still a horrible fighter. I wonder if they're gonna say Andrade is still a horrible fighter.
Shout
out. Smash up.
He say if he make Canelo vacate, you guys are tripping. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know, Danny. You have to be the biggest, Canelo fan, right? And if not, I just made you one. If Canelo decides not to fight Andrade, the interim champion, assuming he gets past Parker, would it be considered a duck in your eyes?
Depends who he fights.
Depends who fights.
Canelo. I mean, it's
well, you know who he's fighting. He's fighting Demetrius Bivol.
And Dimitri Bivol.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to
fix that.
Make him half black, half Russian. Call him Demetrius. Right. He got Golovkin in September, and then he has a third fight with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. It depends who that third fight is, right? If it's somebody bigger, then if he's fighting the winner of Joe Smith Jr. and Arthur Beterbiev for undisputed at light heavyweight, can Andre be, if you take that fight and you don't fight Andre, of course that's not a duck. If you're fighting a David Benavidez or Charlo, of course that's not a duck. But, people are going to call.
I just don't see how Andre getting this belt even matters. It's obvious Canelo's going to undispute 175. Bivol and Joe Smith, there was some rumors about a week ago. I seen a headline that was almost being finalized, correct?
Yes, June. They have a date.
For Eddie and Andre to assume.
They have a date.
For Eddie and Andre to assume that they're somehow boxing Canelo in by getting this interim trinket, it's laughable. And so and for the fans of Andre, like C-Dub, who just called in, that are planning already to say that somehow Canelo ducked him because he decided to undispute yet another division. Man, denial's a motherfucker.
Yeah, it looks like June 18th at Madison Square Garden, we will have the light heavyweight unification between Arthur Beterbiev, Joe Smith Jr., June 18th. So obviously that is what, a month and a half after Canelo's light heavyweight fight. So he fights the winner of that. Nobody can say, oh, he was ducking boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go for undisputed, in your second division back-to-back years, that's unheard of, But
very unheard of.
Do we have any other callers now?
Oh, tons. Shout out to everybody tuning in, making us the #1 boxing show on the planet. If you haven't already done so, drop us a 5-star review. That is the absolute best way to support this podcast. Absolutely free. It costs you nothing but a little bit of time, and it goes a very long way. Class and Bound in Houston. What are you in, Houston or Dallas? Dallas. What's up, brother?
Hey, how y'all doing? First of all, I guess we're gonna talk about this real quickly. I think people have forgotten that Andrade and Canelo were supposed to fight. Well, Canelo and his team offered to fight Andrade at 160 when the IBF were planning to strip Canelo of his title. And usually the IBF has a rule where unifications trump mandatory. Canelo and their team did push to fight Andrade, but the IBF wasn't having it. So if you want to blame anyone for that fight not happening, blame the IBF. Also, this idea that Canelo is to blame for Andrade's and Charlo's career not going the way they want is absolutely insane. Charlo at any point could have pushed a fight with Caleb Plant, a guy that's being considered a nobody now that Canelo beat him. It's nonsense. Also, Andrade, a guy who's being considered a boogeyman, doesn't have any problems ducking himself. Do we remember what he said about Erislandy Lara? What do you call him?
Boring.
A lame and boring fighter? Yeah, a boring fighter. Doesn't bring anything to the table. Yet Canelo fought him, and this was after Canelo beat him. So I don't want to hear this about Andrade. And there's plenty more to that history, but I'll stop for now.
Tell the truth. No, stop when you're lying. No, I'm joking. But thank you for calling in. And that's what I'm saying. People seem to forget the times that these other fighters, not named Canelo, duck. Like when Charlo says you got to get a vaccination, you got to fight me at 64. I don't fight people under 25. You're not even a world champion. I'm not even a super middleweight, bro. None of those are excuses to avoid a fighter. But Canelo, he undisputes a division he's ducking. It's hilarious. Andre can tell Laura he doesn't bring anything to the table, and he can turn down an offer from Espinoza a second time, and he is somehow the boogeyman. Yo, boxing is crazy. We're going out to the callers. Who's on the line? It's looking like in the 864. Who is this? Tired Danny. D. Collins, what up?
What's happening?
What's up?
Hey, man. From the South, where we do this a little bit, South Carolina. But nah, man, I just wanted to, for a second, let's just give Mr. Devin Haney and his dad, Bill Haney, props. I mean, going through all that my man's been through, I'm so happy. I really want him. Which, I'm waiting to the pen hits that paper and it's signed. But, man, it's crazy how they really tried to duck him. And it's crazy how, for people like Canelo, Josh Taylor, whenever they go for undisputed, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is with it. Everybody supports it. But yet it's still, whenever it's Devin Haney's turn, you don't really hear too many people trying to support that. I really think because he got them DHP promotions, I think Snake, Bob Arum, and Duck DeBella, I don't think they want him to get them keys yet, like Floyd was able to. You know what I'm saying? So I just think sometimes we forget to take out that the promoters also have shit to do with these fighters and why these fights aren't happening. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just happy that Devin Haney get his chance, and I got my man winning by.
Thank you for calling in, champ. If you're on Discord, don't forget to use that raise your hand feature. Looks like we have, I can't see that far.
Swift out the 813.
Okay, Swift from Tampa. What up?
You got to accept it, Swift.
Accept it, Swift. Is this a every single day accept, or they accept once for life?
No, they just have to request to be added to the Discord, and then they got to click add me.
But every time they want to talk, they got to hit add me?
Mic check.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Tampa, right. What up?
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, we on Discord now, baby. We live.
Let's go.
But, yeah, I want to second what dude just came out and said, man. These promoters do be messing the game up when it comes down to some of these big fights. We're looking at this shit. Prime example, Oscar De La Hoya with the Jaime Munguia and Charlo fight. Shit, we had that inked in for a second. But I want to reiterate what you said about dropping that ball with Shakur. Yo, I was going to call yesterday and ask my dog Danny, when y'all finna get Shakur on, one of them chairs, B? Man's been doing fire interviews lately, bro. So I know y'all gonna kill it in there. You know what I'm saying? And also, my man Prime Time, too. You know he can talk. And after that loss, we can see what he got going on. Hey, man, I'm just promoting y'all for these interviews, man, because I know I love that interviews, how y'all kick them. And that's my call right there, man. Get them young boys on there so they can talk their shit.
All right, champ. Thank you for calling in. Who's next on Discord?
Sulaiman?
Sulaiman the Scholar? No effing way. Is that Sulaiman? You got to accept. Sulaiman, you got to accept. You got to accept, my friend. New York City, stand up. All right. Shit, he didn't accept yet. We're going out to, Maldonado, you dropped off. Hawk, you are also not. All right. Sulaiman, what up?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
How you doing, man? It's been a long time. Glad to hear you back.
Yes. So yeah, so I think it's a good fight. I think it's a good fight for this is a nice show you got, man. You got a beautiful studio there, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Um,
Thank you.
and I appreciate it too that having me speak in your show. And talking about the boxing, I think Jamel Charlo, there's a good fight for him, man. There's a good fight. So let's get a good opponent. I mean, he's not a Canelo, but it's a stay busy fight. It's a barrier fight. You're gonna see how he does in this fight. Um, Solecki gave a tough time to Danny Jacobs, a couple of fighters. He has a skill asset. His power is not that good, but he's gonna give a good test to Charlo, keep Charlo busy, keep him fresh. You know what I'm saying? And he's still a good fighter, and it's gonna open a lot of doors for him. And Demetrius Andrade, I think Eddie Hearn, he's high on Demetrius too. The thing is that Demetrius Andrade right now, I don't know what it is, but a lot of guys are avoiding him because his southpaw style, he has a herky jerky style. But I think he should just be patient and wait for his time because I like his style too. I like Demetrius' style, man. But the thing is that right now it's becoming very competitive. So he should just wait, do the same thing Charlo's doing. See if he finds another fighter to fight. And he already has that fight in 168 anyway for the interim belt. See if he pull that off, get that interim belt, and be patient. And let Canelo pick who's the next guy, man. It's like domino effect, And thanks a lot for having me on your show. Also, what do you think about that purse bid with Trevor Bryan and Demetrius? Daniel Dubois.
Yeah, man. Frank Warren out here getting that money, man. He out here spreading the love. He won that purse bid too. I think it was 3. No, that was Don King won 3 million.
Yeah, I'm like Don King won
3 million, dog. I can't believe he bet 3 million bid rather, but it's a bet that it's a gamble for sure. Brian, what is his name? Brian. Trevor Bryan. He looks old. He looks old.
I think in my opinion, I'm gonna say my opinion. I think that's a bad fight for the boys because he fights a little bit like Joe Joyce, and he's gonna start tuning him up with a jab. He's gonna swell up his eyes again. They got I think that's a bad choice for him. But they want to make him a champion. Let's see if he could pull it off. But I doubt it because Trevor Bryan, he got a consistent jab. He's gonna have enough time to train now. Because of the COVID, he put a little weight, but he's taking it off. He's also a big man. He moves a little bit like a old school fighters that Don King used to have in his stable before. So I think that's a bad fight in my opinion. But this fight, if he wins it, Trevor Bryan will open more doors for him to get a better quality opponent, or see if Usyk or Joshua he could be elevated to super status by this. You guys have a great day, man. Thanks a lot for having me on board here, man. Thanks.
All right. Thank you for joining.
And for everybody tuned in, whether it's on TikTok or YouTube, you can go ahead and call in and be on the show, 425-569-5241, or join us on Discord. Ness, how is it that they can join us on Discord?
The link is actually pinned in our live YouTube.com/
The Boxing Voice chat.
Exactly, here on YouTube.
It is pinned
makes
to
it
this
easy.
Live video. We got a couple super chats, Ness. Did you want to get to that before some more callers?
Absolutely. We last stopped off on Jaguar Paul. We got Stephen Smith that says May 7th undercard looking good. Montana love, baby. Who's on the undercard of Bivol Canelo? Can we get an update? While you look for that, I'll get to the next super chat, which looks like it is coming from... This is B-Dog, who says, didn't people say on this show they don't get in the way of unification, so why strip Canelo? Cap! But they did, you forgot? And then he said it was Golden Boy's fault. He's like, I blame Golden Boy. They never told me. If they would have known, I would have never got stripped. I don't want to be stripped. That was all Canelo's, act.
So far, for May 7th, obviously we have the WBA light heavyweight championship of the world, Dimitri Bivol, Saul Canelo Alvarez, Co-main event, Philip Hrgovic against Zhilei Zhang.
That's a good fight, man.
That is, and that's IBF.
That's a good fight.
That's
IBF
a
eliminator
IBF
for Joshua
eliminator.
or Usyk winner, yep.
And then Montana Love, he will be on the card against Gabriel Valenzuela.
I don't know who Valenzuela. I am actually upset that this is Montana Love's second showcase fight on DAZN. It feels like the Demetrius Andrade diet, you know what I mean? And just throwing names in front of him, I guess to get knockouts. I don't know. But if you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. We're trying to get to 132,000 subscribers. We need about 500 more people. So go ahead and join the gang. Travis, who is that on Discord? Ready to rock and roll?
So really quick before we get to that. I'm not familiar with Gabriel Valenzuela, who will be fighting Montana Love on May the 7th. But he does have a few names that we know.
Who'd he beat?
His fifth professional fight, he lost to William Cepeda.
Oh, so he lost to Cepeda.
Yep. That was his fifth professional fight just a few years ago. And that went the distance. That was a 6-round UD loss. But he just got done going over to the UK, upsetting and beating Robbie Davis Jr.
Who? The dude from Strikeforce?
Strikeforce?
Yeah, Robbie Davis Jr.
No.
Robbie Lawler?
Nah, he's Robbie Davis.
Fuck is that guy, bro?
Robbie Davis just got done beating Hank Lundy. No? No? Okay. All right.
Yo.
All right.
Say what?
All right.
The person
Who the fuck is that guy?
The person on Discord is Handsome Haven Sent. New to Discord.
Did he meant to spell heaven sent?
Handsome Heaven. It's Heaven, not Haven. Sorry. That was me.
That's some sticky you smoking on Paul's studio over there. Let's go.
Yo, Ness, what up? Play my intro, brother.
It's Mr. Narcissist. Who remembers that wrestler?
Hello, ladies. Anybody that knows me know I've been a player, whether it was in Alabama, Ohio, or anywhere around the globe.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I've been smashing Telly Swifts, man. I didn't have to become a millionaire to get that caliber of woman. One of the people's choices, one of the fans' favorites, a guy that can galvanize this crowd such as myself. He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
The AJ of trucking.
What?
Yep, Brandon in Cincinnati.
SDS Promotions.
Yo, fellas, good morning. How do I sound on Discord?
You straight.
Oh, man, I feel like I'm a international player now. I've touched Blog Talk, Skype, and I'm here to conquer Discord now. So that's what's up, man. We moving up in the world. But as far as Andre, man, I disagree with you, Ness. I'm not a big Andre fan. I know he can't draw flies to shit. But what do you want him to do? Just sit around and complain about not getting big fights at 160? Or would you rather move up and try to, create his own lane and create some, if I can't.
Nah, I would rather keep the same energy I have for Crawford. Why the fuck you resign, especially when Espinoza offered you the Charlo fight? That's simple.
He's loyal.
But
He's
loyal.
He's loyal. And when niggas are loyal, I find it funny when people stay loyal to Al Heyman, y'all don't complain. But when nobody loyal to everybody else,
I see Al Heyman fighters. I see Al Heyman fighters getting unifications. I see Al Heyman fighters getting unifications, getting legacy fights.
I see Al Heyman fighters fighting Mike Lee's, Vincent Finger Butts.
Yeah, and then a legacy fight.
Adams.
Then a legacy fight. Then a legacy fight. I don't know if you hear me. Then a legacy fight, right?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Gary Russell's.
Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?
One guy.
Oh, okay. No, you chose that guy. You want to talk about Russell? He got his legacy fight. He failed.
Max Sayo was a legacy fight now?
He failed. Vasil Lomachenko. His trajectory. Gary Russell was the most invested Al Heyman fight. Mute this guy. He don't know shit about boxing. Listen, Gary Russell was the most invested Al Heyman boxer out there not named Andre Berto. The first dude ever to get a fucking 8-round on HBO. You know how much it costs to be on HBO as a fighter? You tripping. He fucking failed and lost to Vasyl Lomachenko. After that, he ain't been what he was. People was talking about Gary Russell every day. Max on Boxing was doing something about him every day. He fucked up. He lost versus Vasyl. And Vasyl took that fame and he bubbled. You can't knock him. He lost. But Andre's not born. Let me get a screen share. This is a small promoter. I do understand. This isn't Bob. This isn't Eddie, and nor is it Tom Barker and PBC. But this woman still is a promoter right here. She's still a promoter. She still puts on shows. And she chose to verbalize this. Andre's very talented, but very boring to watch. And I believe he don't have a huge crowd impact. I believe they're losing money in him. Andre has to work on getting his fan base up, cleaning up his appearance a bit. Last time I saw him fight, he had chapped trunks and looked so sloppy. He has to look and entertain like a main event fighter. So again, this is a promoter, and she's a small promoter. Like, why would she be shooting herself in the foot? She could only hope to promote Andre one day. But even on that level, she realizes even if he offered me an opportunity, I would lose money. So Andre, like she said, needs to clean up and do something about his fan base. You know what I mean? Don't blame everyone else for this resume. This is not our thing. You know what I mean? But if you're on Discord, which there are so many of you, shout out to everybody migrating to Discord and using Discord. It is better audio quality. The more people we get there, the more I see the same comment over and over. The sound is just leaps and bounds. So yeah, man, join us on Discord. You can click that link right here in our YouTube chat at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Let me check here on Blog Talk. Looks like we got Hawk in Maryland. What is up?
What time is it? What time is it? What time?
Hawk in Maryland.
Tommy, I can knock you out now.
Holy shit. Holy TheBoxingVoice.com.
Great show. Yes. Dan and Brandon. I'm out.
SDS Promotion.
No Hawk.
He's on his way.
Hello?
Yo.
Can you hear me?
We do.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, you do? All right, what's up, fam? How y'all doing today? Danny. And, yo, what's up, Ness?
What up?
Okay. Hey,
looks like we're having some issues on TikTok, Trav. Go ahead, Hawk. Apologies.
Oh, okay. I heard that the Usyk is allowed to come back and he's gonna be fighting AJ this summer. Did you hear about that?
The music?
Usyk is supposed to come back and fight AJ this summer. They letting him back. I was wondering, did you hear that?
Yeah, well, there's no such thing as letting him back according to Aegis Klimas, which we should bring that up. That got really hot.
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
That got really hot. I'll save you the trouble. We have it on the Boxing Voice Instagram. And yes, Aegis Klimas is very mad at the ESPN writer Michael Coppinger, calling him a motherfucker. He says, "You motherfucker. Whoa. You need to stop posting fake news about my fighters. I am telling you, stay away from all my fighters." Aegis Klimas. And this is off the back of Michael Coppinger breaking the news that Alexander Usyk has received permission from the Ukrainian sports minister to leave the country during the war and will begin training for an Anthony Joshua unified fight.
Can I get a screen share? So this is the tweet Ness is referring to. Obviously, Michael Coppinger 18 hours ago says, breaking, Alexander Usyk has received permission from the Ukrainian sports minister to leave the country during war and will begin training camp for a summer rematch with AJ for the Unified Heavyweight Championship. Sources tell ESPN story coming. Aegis right here says, "You motherfucker, you need to stop posting fake news about my fighters. I am telling you, stay away from all my fighters." And then he goes on
He says, "Let me tell you something."
So,
smart ass.
Well, I was gonna go in order. So then he retweets this individual says, "Let's see if you post this." Tagging ESPN ringside. Biggest mistake ESPN ever made was hiring Coppinger. And then here we see where he then goes to say, "Let me tell you something, smart ass. First of all, Usyk does not need special permission to leave the country as he is a father of 3 children. It is Ukrainian law. Before you post anything, check first."
But he tight though.
We're good.
He's tight. And I want to say this. People get very upset because Coppinger is breaking the news.
Right.
Canelo did this. When Coppinger said Canelo was going to take the Dazn deal and the Bivol fight, Canelo and Eddie Reynoso said it's a lie. Canelo, we're still negotiating. We still haven't made a decision.
Nothing is official.
You know, but that was a lie. And Coppinger was right. Coppinger's always right. And they're just mad. You know, right now it's being reported that Joshua's going to fight Usyk. So that means Coppinger's right. And Egis is mad. So we'll see if Coppinger's wrong. Finally, because he keeps making these dudes look real bad. They're tight. We're going out to Ricky, Florida. Is this Florida? I don't even think this is Ricky. Ricky, this you? Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is me, man.
Oh, I was about to say, because you got the same last 4 as Ricky. But you are Ricky. What up?
What up, y'all? As far as the topic go with Andre, I think, as usual in boxing, you can blame a few people. You got to blame Eddie, because he hasn't made an offer to Triple G that enticed him enough for him to make a fight with Andre instead of waiting on Canelo. You got to blame Andre for re-signing and kind of sitting on his hands. And then I do blame Charlo, too, as well, on the PBC side, Al Heyman for not making that fight, because you ain't fighting nobody. You sitting around, you could be making that fight. Y'all making big offers to Triple G and Canelo, make an offer to Andre. Eddie said they would be willing to make that fight, so make an offer and show us who really hiding their hands and throwing stones. Because right now, everybody
offer for what? Toes. Offer for what?
Charlo need to offer Andre a fight.
No, he don't. No, he don't. Charlo ain't got to save Andre's career. It's not Al Heyman's job.
What career?
It's not Al Heyman's job.
Charlo more than like Andre.
It's not Al Heyman's job. I'm sorry. You dudes better wake the fuck up and smell the coffee. It is not Al Heyman's job to save Demetrius Andrade's career. I don't see Pepsi telling Beyonce to go do a halftime show for them and Coca-Cola. It don't work that way. You dudes better get the fuck out of here. They work for Al. Al has his own company. It's called PBC. That is his first priority. Won't you motherfuckers learn some business? No, I got a grocery store. I'm gonna send all my clientele to fucking Danny's store down the street. They go stupid dummies, man. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, for real, stop. Wake up. This is more than just boxing. It's been a business for the last 10 years from the beginning. Let's just be real. We just got hip to it with social media. We just got more information with social media. The fact that you still think it's some sort of sport and not a business first is sad. You're sad. At least lead with something. When you talk like that, at least lead that you wish and you hope and you dreaming, so that we understand that you at least living in reality. Dawn in San Diego, what up? Did you go to the fight, Dawn? It was right in your neck of the woods. What did you do?
Unmuted.
Hello?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ness, thanks for saying what you just said about boxing being a business, because it kind of reminds me of like what happened with Triple G, how they made Triple G to be out this like cyborg. Remember, like they would make pictures of him with like a laser in his eye, and like everyone was afraid of him. But it really wasn't that they were afraid of him. It was just that K2 paid shit. Like they weren't paying anybody. Like they were paying at the most $500K. Like Gabe Rosado got $300. Dominic Wade got like 200K. Like, it was just real shit until I think it was Jacobs had to like fight tooth and nail with Heyman for him to get like $3 million or something like that. So, I mean, it's not that people were afraid of Triple G or why people are afraid of Charlo or all these other people. It's literally just about the finances of why these fights don't get made. But, yeah, I just wanted to say that.
All right. Well, thank you. Can you, you got Jay Will in Ohio unmuted over there. You got to keep your eyes on Skype. We got a crazy echo because of this crazy man in Ohio.
Like I know, you should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
Jay Will, what up, man?
What's up, man? What's up, man?
What's going on with you?
Slow motion, my bad with the unmute. But yeah, we got the Almanac and SVTO. Let's get it. I like the topic today, man. It kind of got me going in a lot of different directions, man. But maybe not the last call, but the call before last, it was a decent point, man. I'm not blaming PBC, and I'm not blaming Charlo, so that's not the light I want to say it in. But I want to say it like this. I really feel now this is not really geared to Andre. This is just Andre specifically. This is to like Andre, Charlo, Benavidez, all of them who's trying to wait for the Canelo fight. If you're PBC, Al Heyman, you got Charlo, and you think Charlo's better than Andre, why not make that fight? Because if Charlo, your guy, wins the fight, Canelo is more compelled to fight him at an earlier time instead of always blowing him off. So I just don't get the whole them avoiding each other and just sitting there and waiting out. So I'm not saying it's a responsibility of Al Heyman or PBC to make the fight, but they never even acted like they were interested in the fight, which to me,
Who never acted interested?
Not the first time.
Who never acted interested though? Who never acted interested?
I'm not talking about when Charlo and them wanted to fight the fight. I'm talking about ever since, like, Charlo holding that grudge.
Champ.
Let me finish real quick.
Is that there's no need for you to finish. You don't have all the information. No need for you to finish. You are not privy, obviously, to Espinoza letting the world know he offered Andrade a second fight before Andrade signed a second time to Dazn. It is Andrade's fault he didn't fight Charlo. Andrade decided to go sign again to Dazn to continue his Euro Tour. Non-champion Euro Tour, unlike Canelo.
Well, my bad. I take that back. Well, then it's, for Jamal, not Jamil, but for Jamal, it's pussycats only, and Andre on some bullshit. I rock with Benavidez and Canelo, man, and that's my call, man.
All right. We got a cash app from Jonathan Morales that says, Andre Eubank Jr. possible. I mean, it would be a great fight, but I don't know that it is possible due to Chris Eubank now being with Boxer. But we are joined by our guest, heavyweight Jeremiah Milton. What is going on, my friend? Thank you for joining us yet again. Appreciate you coming in the building. What's going on?
Yo, I'm here, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in the studio again with you guys. Good to be back.
It is. Good to have you back, man. What do you got cooking first and foremost, man? What's next for you?
Yo, I'm just pushing my team for like the next date. We had the South Dakota card fall through. We were supposed to fight on that Showbox card.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, you know what I'm saying, I know they got something in Top Rank on June, but I need something before that, you know what I'm saying, like for sure.
For sure. So I seen ESPN. I was actually mad. They reposted your knockout yet again and didn't fucking tag you. Does that not make you upset?
Oh, yeah, especially when you ain't eating off of it, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, they keep talking about, wow, this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
at least tag him.
You ain't try to reach out to anybody?
Yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what's crazy is 50 Cent had a sign in here. I pulled up on
I was going to ask you. Go ahead.
Nah, yeah, I mean, you know what? The conversation with him was mad love, he talked to me for like 10 minutes, stopped this whole meet and greet and everything just to like, you know what I'm saying, really drop.
And he recognized you.
Off top.
That's what's up.
Off top, you know what I'm saying? Didn't know me by name, but yo, he was like, boom, that's the dude from the fight. Then we chopped it up, and he told me, you know what I'm saying, just about the sport of boxing for one, he told me some things that I was already privy to, and then also, he put me on some new knowledge, and how his perspective of it.
So you went with Johnny Rice. Shout out to Johnny Rice.
Shout out to Johnny.
What made you guys go? Because I went last summer when 50 was out here promoting his cognac and what he got, the champagne or whatnot.
Yeah, you know, Branson, you know, and so the thing about it, what made me go is, you know, I look up to him as a mogul, you know what I'm saying, and also on top of that, you know what I'm saying, he know my work, so I wanted to go ahead and bless him with the gloves from the knockout. I've been holding on to them gloves, so I signed those gloves and I gave them to him. You know, just let him know, you know what I'm saying, I'm out here and I'm really putting in the work from the ground. And yeah, it was mad love, just off top. So like, yeah, I had to go ahead and shake hands with him just off the experience alone. You know what I'm saying? If you can talk to somebody who's been at the top for his entire career and just growing, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to take something off the strength of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I see you with some liquor in your hand, though, man. Was that a gift from him to you, or you was really out there popping bottles?
Hey, no. So you get the bottle, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta
and
buy
then
it.
You buy the bottle. Like I say, it's a meet and greet, you know what I'm saying? I was just
Also, you got to buy the bottle to meet 50.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's already signed, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hold on to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, you know, I'm in the crowd, you know what I'm saying, just with everybody else, but people come see me with the gloves and the stuff. Yo, who is you? Da-da-da-da. So they showing me mad love in the audience, you know what I'm saying, while we waiting. And I'm letting them know, like, yo, I'm really out here in Vegas. That's what I'm doing. And then 50, you know what I'm saying, I turn the corner. Like, yo, he just lit up, man. He loves boxing. You know?
Yeah, he does. I wish he would have done better with his SMS promotions, but obviously for those that don't know, you know, he got into boxing under the impression that he was going to be in some sort of joint venture with Mayweather. That didn't work out. Mayweather went to jail, you know. I mean, he just released something saying he still owns the patent pending on TMT. Can you believe that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that.
That's crazy.
Can I get a screenshot?
That's some good friendship, though.
Can
Even
I
though
get a
they beat-
screenshot? God damn it! Yeah.
Oh, that was last year.
Yeah, that was last summer with his cognac.
Damn, so you could fake and say it was this year, except for the hat. He got a Houston's hat with Jeremiah and a New York with you.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Did you try it?
No, I ain't tried it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Actually,
he got to
I'm
win that
sorry.
world title
Yeah,
before he
yeah.
start cracking liquor, man.
Look,
Get out of here.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I got the bottle, though. You know
Yeah, no, I got it. I haven't tried it myself.
Oh, you saving it?
Yeah, I mean, he signed it, so you know, it's one of those things where I think I'll open it for a special occasion.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked better on the show.
Yeah, so like I had a, you know,
So getting this amazing studio opportunity wasn't a special occasion. We should have been drinking a long time ago. I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Nah, I'm messing with him. I'm messing with him.
Yeah.
But I mean, did you guys talk some business? Did you?
Oh yeah.
Did you say, hey man, I mean, you I need some help. Come back into this sport.
You know what? This was one of the hardest things to do, is because when you meet a guy on that level, and especially when it's somebody you personally, me, anybody that know me, they know who you know what I'm saying, I look up to in that sense, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know, just keeping it 100 and trying to, you know, keep your thoughts together when you want to be like, yo, man, you that dude to me, you know what I'm saying? But like, honestly, like I went back the second day and I took Coach Rodney out there with me, who used to run his gym out here. And, you know, they chopped it up on some like, yo, they had insiders and stuff, like they went back, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so we gonna see how things play out, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't call it for nothing. But yeah, for sure, I was definitely trying to, you know what I'm saying, make that introduction, and I think I made a great impression.
So obviously your manager does a fantastic job for Quoctavious Cash, and he's been able to get Cash most recently on Top Rank, but you've also been on Top Rank. Has there been any interest from the PBC side? They do have a lot of heavyweights over there, or even Matchroom.
No, y'all know. So if you're probably not aware, I signed with a promoter out of my hometown, you know, Tony Holden, which, you know, also he has some connections with the Jake Paul events, and then also, you know, the Top Rank cards whenever they come into town, and he you know, he's been in the game for a while, you know what I'm saying, and that's been going cool, you know what I'm saying. I'd say it's cool. You know, I am starting to explore avenues, because, like, you know, I gotta get this bag behind me.
For sure. I mean, what you did get a fight already in 2022, obviously in January. Is there any tentative month or date that, you know, Mr. Holden is telling you you're coming back to?
They telling me June 25th. It was supposed to be a card in April, but that card was pushed back because I think that ended up turning into the Valdez Stevenson here.
Okay.
You know, so that card got pushed back. As far as I know, it's June 25th. That's what, you know what I'm saying. But like, man, you know, you look at these guys like you know, Jared and stuff like that they fighting so often. You know what I'm saying?
I was actually just gonna I guess kind of bring him up. Well, he came to mind, but yo, they can't get you on that April 23rd card, the Fury White, you know, because
that's a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but maybe not on the pay-per-view, but on the card itself, because I know they're trying to push like the heavyweights on that card, which is why they got Jared on that card. No possibility or even talks, you know, of maybe getting you on that card.
Where that was the one in London? Like,
yeah, in London.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Anytime, like even the Vegas card out here, man, I'll be bringing it up, man. And I'm like,
you could have fought this weekend, right?
You see my face, man. I get tired of talking about it.
You could have fought this weekend
I'm
on the
living here.
Top Rank card, right?
Yeah, you know.
But what are you doing to build your fan base here in Vegas? Because obviously, being a Vegas resident,
that's
it would
important.
be good to have some sort of, you know, a couple hundred ticket sales that you can tell a promoter you can bring to the table. They'd get you on some cards.
That's why I'm out in the public. I'm showing my face. That's why I pull up to a meet and greet. I'm always thinking about these things. You know, I gotta live in the gym. My skills gotta talk before my mouth do.
Mhm.
But other than that, like that's one thing I remember when I was back in Oklahoma. I was in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just an experience. I won a tournament, and then I came back and I went out with the homie, and we went to the little BOK downtown, and Ice Cube had his basketball game going. Everybody was dapping up my homie. They didn't know who I was. So I was like, dang, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, no diss to the homie, you know what I'm saying? I know he remember. But, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember people just showing him mad love because he was, you know, attached to the streets and attached to, you know, not the bad way, but attached to the people. You know, so, like, I was like, yeah, I'm in this gym all the time, but I got to get out there. I know to market myself, you know. So I'm trying to tap into the avenues out here in Vegas, and I'm getting my name out slowly in Vegas. It's mainly in living in the gym though, but yeah, you gotta speak to the people too.
It's crazy, man, because a few years ago, I felt like anybody with a heavyweight is like in business.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt that way. Like heavyweight, you know, it was booming even for Matchroom.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to consider before
years.
Hunter being released, like Matchroom was putting on heavyweight shows, and so was PBC. Then you had obviously Top Rank and Jared Anderson and the Bubble. They gave eBay, the insurance salesman, an opportunity to make a name for himself. Jared ended up beating him. They were just so invested. I mean, I seen that fat heavyweight. His name is like Victor Bisbal from Puerto Rico, right?
Oh, yeah.
He got on TV on ESPN. I'm like, bro, I thought anybody with a heavyweight is like, oh, we in the money if we could get a heavyweight, you know? The Big Bang, he started popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got signed. I'm just shocked that you haven't got signed. And I believe, I don't know if this is your first, and I'm confusing with Cheney, who has two. But is this your first or your second ESPN highlight reel knockout?
That was my first, and then my second was it was an ESPN, it was on Top Rank. It was a knockout, you know what I'm saying? It didn't go viral like the first one did, but yeah, I've fought on platform twice.
Okay, because I remember, you know, two little clips that ESPN picked up, either of yours or Cheney, and I'm just like, how aren't they signing these guys? You know what I mean? Especially when they seem invested in that division.
I remember the Cheney one where he knocked the guy out the ring.
Yeah,
but the guy fucking came back. That's the only time I've ever seen where they actually beat the 20 count or it doesn't get stopped before the 20 count.
Yeah, usually when you get knocked out the ring, regardless if you come back, they kind of stop the fight.
Yeah, stop the fight. But yeah, so I remember that one. I remember he had that one.
Which was wild because they did not bring him back after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He never got back on the Top Rank. But, you know, this is what me and 50 was actually talking about, you know, because I remember the whole conversation. He was talking about, you know, boxing and just the business side of it. And then, like, how, like, you know, the market, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to tap in with the hip-hop. He was telling me to tap in with the hip-hop or tap in with, you know, these other communities because, you know what I'm saying, they got the bigger platform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it made perfect sense.
That's the tank. That's the tank blueprint.
You know.
Blueprint. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Tank, you know, they date. I'm not saying that that's the only reason why they do it, but
no, of course. I mean, his knockouts helps.
Nah,
you know,
it helps.
They're putting you in front of that audience, and then you're doing what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to secure them people.
Yeah, but I mean, exactly what you said, 50 said, and just being around young fighters. Yo, I know cats that are like 5-0, but they know the people. They're plugged in, right? Kicking it with like Meek Mill and shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's like still, kind of crossing over. Yo, I'm not gonna say who told me this, but a recommendation or just an idea that somebody gave me is I'm like, bro, you always got beautiful women around you. He said, yeah, man, I do it for the gram. What you mean?
What? You ain't gonna say who it was?
Nah, I ain't gonna say who it was.
So he paying for the women to be on him to look good?
Nah. He was just like, yo, think about it. They got a following in the hip hop community, bro. They see me with them. He like,
oh yeah, I already know who you talking about.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, it helped me grow. It helped me grow my social media.
It's true.
And like, oh, what's up with this guy? You get what I'm saying? So,
and they get that cross promotion. Once Tank starts dating, Herbo's girl, he's on Shade Room, he's on Hollywood Unlocked, he's on all these hip hop sites. So yeah, man, that's the wave. You got to get yourself a hot chick.
Nah, just you got a little one on the way, right?
Hey, that gender reveal you.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
That was for my actual son that's here already. You
just released it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that video was just taken. So it was like shining from from the reveal to 2 years now. Yeah, this is where we at. 2 years.
Oh wow,
later.
I totally missed that. That went over my head.
I was getting all the congratulations, you know what I'm saying, in the box, and whenever I was like, yo, that was for my son Julian already.
Yeah, I knew you was coming by. I'm like, I'll tell him in person. I'm thinking
I was like, yo, he about to break that because you double left hook the shit. I'm like, what the hell? So, obviously, I know you said you signed with Holden, but have you considered maybe the Atlanta scene or TJ to get a couple more fights and maybe be more appealing to some of these networks?
I mean, you know what? It's about.
I mean, look at your man. I know you know Lovejoy. He got $200K to fight Manuel Char, and he manufactured the record, right?
No. I mean, I feel like there's always another blueprint to do the stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just about what we gonna pull the trigger on. Like, I'm out here putting in the work, man. I'm training. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Make sure I'm in the ring.
So, speaking of training, I know you've sparred Fury, right?
Yeah.
Has he given you the call for this camp for Dillian White or no?
Nah, you know what? I think a lot of this stuff, man, it goes down to this, man. Like, I got a lot of clout off of that too. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of attention off of that. You know what I'm saying? And the people ain't just trying to hand that out. So think about it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make a great sparring. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say sparring partner. I make great sparring. But the problem is too is like when you're doing that, like, Fury, he can get pretty much anybody. So like they want to keep things in house a little bit.
Jared is with Top Rank, so he gets that publicity.
Keep that publicity, keep that shine on him. You know what I'm saying? You'll essentially be turning me into something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll forever have that now. You know what I'm saying? That I've been in the. I took that picture with Canelo and we were supposed to spar, and that video got like 40, 50K on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Us posted up anytime you search his name. So like, I feel like from the business tip, like these things are factored in too, whether or not you in camp with some of these guys. And honestly, like I would go for Fury. That's Fury. You know what I'm saying? But I get tired of being I spar with everybody. Now I spar with Fury. So like I ain't just trying to run around and be sparring all the time either. I need to focus on myself. But for Fury, I would definitely go.
But don't you, I hear that answer a lot, like, oh, I ain't nobody sparring partner, but don't you feel like at the end of the day it's still work for you too? You sharpening yourself.
100%, but here's the difference. When you on somebody else's time, you jumping for them.
Yes.
I go to Miami, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got my car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm stuck here, you know what I'm saying, trying to Uber around in a city that's already expensive.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing I factor in is my paper.
Word. No, I'm with you.
Miami sparring for who?
Oh, just, in general.
Oh,
whoever
they treated me good out there. I'm just saying, it's difficult.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I mean, Cassius Chaney said that too. He was down in Miami with Luis Ortiz for a few years, and he said that he didn't know anybody. He was in this little 10x10. You know,
it's boot camp for real. But I mean, it was cool. But like I said, you got to be able to, move and take care of yourself. If I need to go get some, re-up some of my vitamins or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, you know what I'm saying? That was an expensive trip. You know what I'm saying? It really was.
Man, so right now there's just no plan. You're just hoping for June?
I mean, I'm not being told nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm asking the right questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying on them because, like I say, the more that they get me in the ring, the better my life is about to become. You know what I'm saying? And the more,
But contractually, how many fights does Mr. Holden owe you for 2022?
Oh, they're gonna get me like I think either 4 to 6.
What?
But
He got to get you 4 in 2022, so that means 5 more, 3 more.
Yeah. Which I think
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
lot.
I'm not talking about them. I think they plan to get that done. You know what I'm saying? They came in real hot, but we just ran into some things that was for this last fight. We just ran into some things that was not.
I mean, we only in the 3rd month, so it's not like you sitting idle. You just fought January 29th.
No, I'm just impatient as hell.
Nah, me too. I mean,
know what I'm
because you only got 4 fights, you should be fighting 4 or 5 times a year
for sure,
especially at that level. That's why I'm saying, have you considered Tijuana? We got connections, man. Get you on one of them Fight Star cards.
Definitely.
And we doing live commentary on those cards. They're being streamed here to YouTube on Fight Hub Micros Viegas channel, which is over 1 million subscribers. Otherwise, those fights wouldn't get, and they're on ESPN Knockout too. So if you do get that knockout,
you already on a platform.
You're already on their platform. So you got to move, man. I mean, time waits for no man.
No man at all.
How old are you?
27.
You still young as hell, though.
Yeah. We good,
Still
but
young.
you know what I'm saying. But like I said,
especially for a heavyweight, you're still young.
Yeah, but
you hungry now.
I'm hungry now. I like going home. Looking at my fridge, literally hungry, bro. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm out here. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get my foot in.
And you've made the transition from Tulsa to Vegas how many years ago?
It's like 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
have you adjusted?
Man, yeah, I think I adjusted pretty well too. Like this is definitely.
People tried to scam me off with the heat. How's the heat?
Nah, man, the heat ain't bad, man. You know what I'm saying? The heat is perfect for what I do.
Because you want to stay in shape, though.
Yeah.
So I know he knows, but what gym are you out here? Because I'm new to Vegas.
Now I'm at Mayweather's, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I've been training at Mayweather's for about 8 months now, 7, 8 months.
We just had someone in here. I mean, the stablemate of yours in a way. Quoctavia Cash was in here yesterday saying that the Mayweather gym isn't what it used to be.
Yo, I'd have to agree from what I've seen online, but that's just my perspective. Like we have some dogs sparring every night. Like sparring still goes off, but then
you find heavyweights in there.
They come to me. Yeah, they come to me. Of course, they come to me. We got a couple of heavyweights in the gym already.
In house, what's the names?
Let me see. Antonio Zepeda. He's got
Spanish heavyweight.
Yeah. Antonio's pretty good, cool dude. You know what I'm saying?
I have to look that up.
I think 3 or 4 now. Yeah. Antonio. So he like the main guy I spar with in there. He's the main other heavyweight. Drew is not a heavyweight, but he'll get in there and mix. And then, like I say, people just been coming over because I'll be like, yo, pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, 6'6".
Yeah, we had a guy pop up.
Damn, my man live in Henderson. He got that money.
Oh, no, he found a way.
He got that money. Henderson ain't cheap.
He found a way.
6'6", he's tall, man. Does he got some pop?
Heavyweights got pop. You know what I'm saying? I don't get pop.
You think so? You think just because you're 250 plus, you should have some sort of power?
I mean, you should. There's people who don't. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't putting no effort into what they doing. You know what I'm saying? You see these guys. I'm looking at the way they hit mitts or something like that. I'm like, yo, what's But you a big dude. You should be able to generate something.
So, aren't you with Bones?
No, I'm not with Bones Adams no more. Yeah,
Oh.
so that's actually what the gym I came from.
Yeah, so who you with now?
I'm with Coach Otis.
That's funny, man. I'm gonna have to touch into this subject, bro. Why so many people be leaving Bones? It'd be like revolving door.
Yeah.
They go, they might come back, but it's never long term. Is Hunter still with him?
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
That's why. Well,
what about Keith Hunter, the little one? Is he still with him? Because he was with him.
I don't know if Keith, but I know Michael was just at another gym. He like, yeah, I'm training here now with Coach so and so.
So who's your coach now?
Otis, Coach Otis. So
Pimpleton.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Shout out, I like
Shout out to
Coach Otis. Yep. Shout out to Coach Otis for sure. You've been in that gym for years.
Yeah, you
Coach
know what?
Otis has.
So I got over there, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, like I told him, like, hey, this is what I want to do for real, and I've got another spark out of him, man. So he's really been taking up his work again, because like, he kind of go through it, you know what I'm saying, some of the boxes and stuff, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know, I'm just like, I'm bringing smoke, I'm bringing heat, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to fight, and so like, yeah, he's like re-energized, man.
Let me ask you, obviously for young fighters listening to this, many people make their way to Las Vegas in hopes of that opportunity in boxing. Is it worth it? How many times would you say you'll see Floyd or Leonard? Because those are the dudes that are move makers that can get you an opportunity. If you're sparring and Leonard sees you knock somebody, he might use you for a rolly card. You know what I mean? Like, how often can that happen?
Well, I mean, I've been over there for 8 months yet, and I haven't bumped into Floyd.
Or Ellerby?
I think I might have seen him one time when Tank was here.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, right before that Tank card, the LA card. But it wasn't like, like any mad conversations going on. Like, them guys, they got different. Mayweather, like, he doing all these different business
No,
moves.
I understand they're busy, but I mean, for me as a fan of you, the goal would be obviously for you to get noticed by Ellerby or Floyd in their gym, and that would be, I mean, that's what I would be paying for. Like, I ain't gonna go train there if y'all not even there. Like, what am I there for? You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, the name itself brings in good work.
Yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying, people got to approach it for whatever, you know what I'm saying. I done met a lot of top names in the sport of boxing, and I swear, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's done certain things for me, but it ain't done everything for me. So like, I don't just like, that ain't my like end goal with it, you know what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying, like 100%. But like, it just seemed like that stuff don't be mattering, like it really don't be. So like, don't come to Vegas thinking like, yo, I'm gonna walk in here and then like everybody's gonna drop what they doing and get behind me, because like I say, I've been out here out city boxing, Bones Adams, you know what I'm saying, Mayweather's, you know what I'm saying. Now I'm staying at Mayweather's, and we gonna figure this shit out, you know what I'm saying, because you got to be stable. You can't just be bouncing around, and nothing's gonna be perfect neither. But don't come out here expecting people just to drop, because I'm in a great position, you know what I'm saying. I got a lot of potential, but ain't nobody just been dropping what they doing to make sure I'm straight sometimes.
For sure. Yeah, man, it's that long curvy road to the top, man.
Yeah,
it's a long curvy road to the top, let me tell you, and it's a lonely one.
Yeah, boxing is still boxing no matter where you go. It's just a lot of great opportunities out here. A lot of people come to spar here.
Who'd you leave back in Tulsa?
Man, I left everything that was comfortable to me, you know what I'm saying? My son, my mom, you know what I'm saying? My boys, you know what I'm saying? And they really energize you, you know what I'm saying? They remind you who you are, you know what I'm saying? Your people do.
Right.
And so, like I gotta stay, grounded out here and remember, like, yo, what's the ambition? What's the purpose?
Absolutely. Since you're a heavyweight, obviously yesterday, Igis Klimas and Michael Coppinger were going back and forth over the fact that Coppinger reported Anthony Joshua and Usyk will be taking their rematch, and Usyk is going to be living in Ukraine. What do you think about that rematch? Is Joshua able to turn it around, or will Usyk just be too much?
Nah, Joshua can definitely turn around. He wasn't so far gone. He was just, getting outboxed. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's one thing you don't want to do, is try to box with this man. Does that fight actually happen, with Usyk and the war and everything going on? Who knows what happens on Nate's side? I just hope that Usyk can get into the proper zone, because, he was a completely different Usyk at heavyweight than he was in those previous fights when he fought Joshua that first time.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll have to tap all the way back into that type of camp, to do it.
So
again.
you're questioning whether or not emotionally and mentally he'll be there due to what's going on in his home country?
Yeah, man, that's major, man. I mean, I could imagine the instability that would be going through your mind, maybe, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, this sport, you can't always just look at the fighters, you gotta look at the machine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Joshua, he's a machine. He's in an organization that's a machine. Usyk jumped into the machine when he got ready for Joshua the first time, his body, everything looked different from when he made that heavyweight debut because he had the bag behind him. His resources was there. His focus was only on that fight. So like, yeah, you gotta make sure you prepare for the machine.
Absolutely. On the undercard of Canelo, we got Hrgovic versus
Zack.
Big Bang.
Yeah, I'm excited for that fight. Actually, you know what I'm saying. May 7th. That's actually my birthday. So you know, I might want to pull up to that. Don't know.
Have you gotten any work with either of those two? Probably not Zhang, right? Because he stays on the East.
Nah, you know, that's the thing too. So that's been offered on my plate. Actually, maybe go get some work with him.
All the way to the East?
With who? With Zack or Hrgovic? Zack.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So who reached out? Sean George?
Nah. Johnny actually put me on it because
okay, right.
Yeah, Johnny, he always setting up stuff for me, man.
That's what's up.
I ain't followed up on it just yet though, and like I say,
he's a big ass puncher.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, he's a big puncher.
Yeah, it's cool. You know
I've been in the gym with him.
Nah,
he hit my last co-host with some shit. What? My co-host landed a 2-piece on him by mistake. Because I'm going to tell you, I know he ain't expect that firework to come back. But that dude got mad. Like, oh, this podcaster landed some shit on me. Yeah, he fucked. He ain't here, but his name is Alex.
Why was he in the ring?
Yeah, he's got amateur fights.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, that was our gym. And Zhang came to our gym.
Word.
So we were the only heavyweights. I'm like, no. I said no. I wasn't beat.
For real?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. I don't need to fake that I'm a pro heavyweight. Like, I'm not no pro. You need real work. Go holler at them pros. Like, I'm not no real pro.
It's a
Fuck
dirty
you
game,
want to get in
man.
there. And he's southpaw, big as fuck.
Yeah.
Right. And I seen that shit, bro. I'm telling you, the mittens is heavy. He wearing like 20-somethings too, man.
Yo, let me tell you something. I was at Top Rings Gym the other day to watch Shakur spar. And
Oh my God. I know I'm interrupting you and you hate it. The other story we brought up with Amato, you seen the message?
Yeah.
That sparring took place yesterday because Shakur was tight. Amado Vargas picked
but
Valdez.
that's what they side is saying though. That's what they side
Whose
is
side?
saying. That's what Vargas' side is saying.
Why
though.
why would Vargas lie? I'm sparring Shakur. I'm gonna make it up.
But see, things just get a little tricky. Things get tricky, right? As people like to say, things get tricky in the sense that Vargas is the one sparring, but we hearing it from another person. You get what I'm saying? So we don't know how true that is.
I mean, the caption makes sense now. If you picked against me, and now me and you spar, and your post says no bad blood, I think we settled it. Like, you picked against me, we settled it. It ain't no bad blood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But next time you ain't gonna pick against me.
Yo, but think about. So what?
We got to get Amato in the hot seat and just ask
We
him.
got to get Shakur because it's like, so what? Every person that picks against you, you mean it? Because according to them, he DM'd them mad. So it's like, so what?
Alright, so he probably I could see Shakur like, yo, you really picking man, let's get some work. I could see he competitive like that. Like, you know, you piss me off. I'm not gonna take it to the street, but let's spar.
Nah, I hear you.
You know? I don't know. Is it like that for you? Have you ever had some I don't know, I guess grudge sparring?
I mean, you know,
where you had a something against somebody, you're like, oh yeah, I get to get some work with him.
Nah, but I'll fuck DeAndre Savage though.
Wait, didn't he just wait, DeAndre? Oh, that's the heavyweight that be with Chris Lovejoy.
Yeah, fuck him.
Y'all got a long-term beef. Y'all been going back. This been about a year now, you and him.
Yeah, I mean,
but you beat him in the amateurs too. So how are you upset at him if you hold the win over him? What has he done to, I guess,
I don't like his
get under
face,
you?
bro. Look at him. Look at him, man. Like, just look at the way he carries himself. The whole clown out here. Look, I moved to Vegas. How many times he been on this show?
He hasn't.
Damn. I've been here 2 years.
I'm about to get him on now. Come on, you gonna make us look bad.
Hey, how many times? Yeah, I've been here 2 years.
I forgot where I seen him though, and I told him that we are in Vegas. He was out
in the streets next to
at one of the fight. Oh, he was at the Haney fight, Haney Joseph Diaz fight.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. He said in the streets in the quarter. Yo, that's a rivalry though, man. You know, you guys got to keep building that. Maybe, you know, a network pays for that, you know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that fight, especially since you were always posting the amateur clips. Yeah. I want to see, did he turn it around? Yeah. And I'll be honest, he seems different than Lovejoy. He doesn't seem manufactured.
No, he's had his experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, wholeheartedly he think he really doing something, so like that's good for him. But yeah, I fuck him up. I would.
And what about the other guy?
Hold on, no. Wait, hold on. I'm curious. Fuck him up how? What you gonna do to him, Jeremiah? I'm curious, right? Because some cats, like you just said with the Shakur situation, it was just the alleged situation. Gym talk, whatever, it was settled in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
If it even was something, right? Sparring, whatever the case may be. But then you got people like Jorge Masvidal and Kobe Covington, who just fought. And I know you're not a UFC guy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hear me out. But you know who Jorge is?
Yeah.
Right.
From Miami or something.
So him and his former training partner, they've had beef for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
They used to live together.
Oh, wow.
So building up to the fight, Kobe's talking shit about his kids, calling him a deadbeat, whatever.
Oh, wow.
They fight. Kobe wins unanimous decision. It was a pretty one-sided fight. Right?
Damn, he wins too?
Yeah, he
Talk
won.
shit and won.
But I guess after Kobe continued, whether it be on social media, whatever, to talk shit about Jorge and his kids and shit, Jorge saw him at a restaurant, outside a restaurant in Miami, and walked up to him, stole off it, broke a couple teeth, and then he was arrested for I forget
aggravated assault, battery.
They arrested him for something. But
that's
I mean
crazy,
to say,
though.
some people say, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck him up." It's like, of course, I ain't fighting for free. It's gonna be in a ring, in a cage, whatever.
Oh, so you basically want to know, is this
I want to know.
I'm telling you
animosity
right now,
for real, like on site, like Charlo said to Benavidez, or is this in the ring you want to settle it?
I'm telling you right now, like, y'all don't hear me talk about this much. You know what I'm saying? Dude tried to say last year that I should quit boxing because, you know what I'm saying, I'm on my third coach and all these different things. And, I'm like, when somebody talk to me like that, you know what I'm saying, I ain't just going to look past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know my background like that. And plus, y'all don't ever hear me even talk like this. So, yeah, if I see dude, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to try not to get arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come around me, all that. I've been out here for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you quick to try. Man, dude was still liking and loving my post on Facebook. You weirdo, bro. You're a straight weirdo. Like,
So I mean, wouldn't that be the perfect scenario though? The whole Vargas Shakur scenario where you can set up that spawn, like DM him, or you trying to save that for an actual paid fight?
Man, if I told this dude, pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? Or I pull up on you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of blood.
Did he ever send gym address?
Though he blocked me on Instagram. I didn't even see his comment
What's
on my
his Instagram? I'll DM him. I'm telling him I'm with Jeremiah right now.
No, he blocked me on.
What gym he out of?
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where he at. I'm blocked.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? But he's still dropping my name on the side whenever Top Rank posts my fight talking about I'm going to knock Jeremiah like that. And he knows it. Boy, you the only one that got knocked out. You the only one that been stopped. You know what I'm saying? And
he got stopped in amateurs.
You got stopped with them pillow-ass gloves on and headgear.
Oh, but
they told me to stop swinging on you.
Oh, you stopped them in the amateurs?
Yes, they told me to stop swinging on you. You know how they throw their finger up till you go to the corner? They ain't gonna do that in the pros.
Before you cut me off and you was talking about the heavy-ass gloves and shit, brought up Shakur and that sparring because you know how it is. They got multiple rings, multiple sparrings going on same time or whatever. But there was somebody else that sparred that day, and the guy they were sparring tried to get in there with 12s on. And they called him like, yo, you for real? Like, you 12s? And he's like, oh, well, what size? Yo, you got to go bigger. And
did he have?
So
sometimes some people just don't have.
Yeah, they don't have.
Crazy.
So they was sparring in 16s, and they found him some 14s to wear, but
16s is kind of common. That's like most gyms is, if you got 16s, they let you spar with that. Depending if you're a heavyweight though.
Yeah.
Some heavyweights,
heavier, right?
Some they want you in 20s or 28s, man. Shit crazy.
Yeah. I didn't start, I was sparring 18s. Most of the heavyweights want to spar 18s. I didn't know about sparring 18s till I got out here. And I mean, that probably would have got me some more work back in Oklahoma if I'd have known about 18s or just the, rules
I feel
about
like
that.
that's such a myth, though. That's more weight on your fist, isn't it? Heavier, harder, more impact.
Hold on. I want to know. So, what was you sparring in Oklahoma with?
16s.
Oh,
Some 16 rails.
Yeah,
I
that's
never sparred
normal.
with anything. Yeah, that's pretty much normal. But I'm telling you, once you really learn how to throw these things, man, that's like straight up assault weapons.
What'd you say Deontay uses?
28s.
Oh,
Big ass Everlast.
Water?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing. Like that's big. That's a lot of
Big ass glove.
No, you said he was
that's a lot
still
of-
knocking motherfuckers out with 28s.
Not
Right?
out. I never seen him knock nobody
Oh.
out in sparring, but he definitely dropped just about anybody who's ever sparred his ass.
Yeah, I would believe that. You know what I'm saying? It's Deontay.
Anytime I was there, somebody
was going down.
Somebody touched that
Somebody
canvas.
was going down. Hey, you know what though? Like when you sparring with those, it took me a while to even adjust to the 18s though, cause like they are heavy. You know what I'm saying? So like your punches and stuff be like it would drain
Wear you
me.
down.
It would wear me down. You know what I'm saying? But now I can let my hands go. You know what I'm saying? Everything's good.
You built up.
Isn't
you
it-
built up
You
the
built up
the
the-
strength.
you gotta build
right?
that up.
Yeah.
I felt like it. Me, I never took the headgear off, but I feel like that's a false sense of confidence. You spawn with 20s and 28s, then you get in a fight. What you wearing in the fight? Like fucking 10s.
Yeah.
Exact. So then the shots go around the ears because a 20 and a 28, you got so much padding to use as coverage.
That's what I was gonna say. The surface area on some of these gloves, they be so big. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like you cheating yourself because
Yeah.
you think you're gonna catch that right there, but
And
in
they
that
go
little
right
glove,
around.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's gonna get in. So you got to be even smarter. But your hands are so much faster too when you get back into them 10s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I love the Rival gloves. Shout out to Rival. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever.
Oh, you
wear
got
a different-
Rival?
That's what I fight
Who
in.
hooked you up? Abner?
Yeah. You know,
Russ Abner?
I think that's what I'm gonna fight in like my entire career, man.
Yeah, Keith Thurman lives by that glove, man. That's the only thing he fights in is Rival.
Yeah,
He's been sponsored by them for a while.
Yeah, it's a great glove. You know what I'm saying? Like butter.
So what time is your schedule at the Mayweather gym, man?
I'm in there at 11. You know what
Every
I'm saying?
day?
Yeah, 11:30.
Damn, we still at work. Right? Oh no, we
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
11:30. I'm just trying to stretch out, man. We tall over here, bro. You trying to confine us? Trying to confine us, big boys, to under the table. Get
I'm
out
a
of
big
here.
boy too. Goddammit.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I don't know. Do you got any more for?
I don't have anything.
Mr. Milton.
I wanted to ask about the 50. That's pretty cool. I thought it was just because I haven't done the meet and greet myself. I picked up on it right away. Like, cool, they did the meet and greet. I knew he was out here.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all go? Lee's?
Yeah, Lee's.
Okay.
Lee's threw that event.
But it's really cool to hear that you guys actually spoke, and I wanted to know the backstory because I saw you had the trunks and the gloves and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I wanted the backstory. That's pretty cool. Hopefully, we can see you back in the ring. And man, you told us
June,
but
possibly
after today,
24th, I think you said.
Yeah, 25th.
25th, and after today, and the very kind words you shared about your fellow friend here. Hopefully, we could see you in the ring sooner.
Who, DeAndre Savage?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Savage on, man. I'm gonna have to see how.
Yeah, bring him on because he ain't making no noise, man. He needs some type of.
Maybe we could set up across from each other. Y'all keep it clean. Let's build it, man. Let's build it. Listen, y'all might get paid from it. Top Rank might see the back and forth and boom, want to put it on their card or Dazn. Someone can or may want to pay for it.
Absolutely.
Look, man, bad blood sells.
I'm telling you, and we'll tell you off camera, but everybody in the sport, they're watching the show, and if they're not watching, somebody's sending
yesterday,
them.
bro. We had Bill Haney on,
I seen that.
then I got so many phone calls. It
Wow.
was insane.
Yeah.
Being in studio is the best.
Yeah.
But I didn't have anything else. Did you have anything?
That is all my questions, Jeremiah. I do want to thank you, obviously, for coming back. We do want to continue to make you a regular, man. You can't be in Vegas without coming by the studio. And the minute you got something on the books, we'd love to get you back. If your opponent is, someone that is local or we can bring into the studio, we would love to get him on too. And, yeah, man, help continue to build your career.
Yo, shout out to the Boxing Voice, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Appreciate you. We're going to take a quick intermission for the picture as we always do. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
You are now locked into the Boxing Voice live from Las Vegas with Nesta Gibbs and Ringwalk Danny.
He's a savage. He's an animal. He's a different breed of person. It's not like us.
Why is he ducking George Foreman? He's already a tramp. He ain't no champ. Around here jiving, making a business out of it. I'm a champion. I fight everybody, every month, all of them, bar none.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I kept telling him he had no punch. He couldn't hit. He's swinging like a sissy. He's missing. Let me see your box. I hadn't started dancing yet.
He talks too much. He's ugly. He's pretending. I'm the true champion, and they make me the underdog. I'm going to show them all they're wrong.
Muhammad Ali didn't have a lot of muscles. He wasn't all that strong. This man's presence, you could hit him where you hit everyone else, but he was not willing to fall. He was not willing to be counted out.
I haven't convinced these suckers yet. I destroyed George Foreman. I destroyed Joe Frazier.
Because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me.
Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom. Hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm a bad man. I told you I'm the real champion. I told you I'm the champion of the world. All of you bow. All of my critics call. All you suckers who write the Ring magazine.
I'm going to prove I'm the greatest. I'm going to prove to you I'm the greatest. We're going to prove to the world I'm the greatest. This is my last fight. I don't want none of you to miss it.
No special training. Just be at the fight. I'm ready to back up everything I'm saying. And I'm through talking.
SDS Promotions.
I took up the world. I took up the world.
He's a savage. He's an animal. He's a different breed of person. It's not like us.
Why is he ducking George Foreman? He's already a tramp. He ain't no champ. Around here jiving, making a business out of it. I'm a champion. I fight everybody, every month, all of them, bar none.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I kept telling him he had no punch. He couldn't hit. He's swinging like a sissy. He's missing. Let me see your box. I hadn't started dancing yet.
He talks too much. He's ugly. He's pretending. I'm the true champion, and they make me the underdog. I'm going to show them all they're wrong.
Muhammad Ali didn't have a lot of muscles. He wasn't all that strong. This man's presence, you could hit him where you hit everyone else, but he was not willing to fall. He was not willing to be counted out.
I haven't convinced these suckers yet. I destroyed George Foreman. I destroyed Joe Frazier.
Because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me.
Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom. Hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
Hey, and we're back. Just like Cook. Can't say that because we gonna get flagged. Yo, why TikTok flagged us? Like, they said we're bullies. They said, what they called the Trav?
Aggressive behavior.
Aggressive behavior.
That's how we know we're doing good things over
That is
here.
insane, bro. Listen, we're going to keep these phone lines moving. Looks like we got Oscar in San Antonio.
What's up, Ness? What's up, Danny?
Jesus say.
So, were we talking about Canelo stalling people's careers still? Is
Nah.
that the narrative we're bringing up?
Nah, we're talking about
'Cause I
Zack
heard
Parker versus Demetrius Andrade and the fact that Eddie Hearn has failed Andrade for the last 4 years.
Okay. No, I heard the other topics. That's why I was bringing that up. Because I heard about Usyk being given permission to go back to go train and all that. So does that mean he was forced to go to war?
No, he was never that.
Permission.
That's what his manager was so upset about. He said that Michael Coppinger got it wrong, that he doesn't need permission as a father of three. No one needs permission.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're talking about Zack Parker versus what's his name? Well, I don't know about him, but I don't really know too much about Zack Parker. I was looking him up. He swings kind of wide like Andrade, so I don't know. But Andrade, I think Andrade messed up a long time ago. He should have just signed with Al Heyman, and maybe he could get a lot of fight at this time. At this point, maybe he's not a boring fighter. You know what I mean? Maybe he can get that because I don't think he's getting any other PBC fighter. that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? And for all these people,
I hear you, man. I'm on Espinoza's Twitter because I think we got a super chat that's asking from London Runs Boxing, when were these offers to Andrade from Espinoza? So I'm trying to go on Espinoza's Twitter because just recently this week he even spoke about it. So he's just very political. So his whole timeline is politics. It's fucking insane. It's almost impossible to find the boxing on here. And this is the sound of nothingness as we scroll through his Twitter looking. Someone can find it if you want to help the show. It's on Espinoza's Twitter. I'm pretty sure he said it last week or so, where he verified Andrade had a fight booked well before Charlo. And there's a little pesky detail about Andrade having an exclusive deal with another platform. All right, so here we go. Some stuff here. Let me see. Golden Boy matchmaker Roberto Diaz confirms Jamal Charlo ducked in 2019. And Espinoza is defending Charlo there on March 17th, saying Andrade had a fight booked well before the offer was sent to Charlo. And there's a pesky detail about Andrade having an exclusive deal with Dazn. So he's debunking and defending Charlo. Still looking for the one in question. All right, here we go. Let's see. So let me get this straight. Jamal Charlo says no to $8 million for Andrade, says no to Canelo for who knows how much money, but says yes to Selecki. Why would Espinoza retweet this? Okay, that's why. All right, so Espinoza defends Charlo yet again and says $85 million for 2 fights or $160 million for 3 fights. Bruh, go with that. So he's basically saying the reason Canelo chose to go with Dazn is because he's getting way more money. And I'm still going through his Twitter, just looking for Espinoza's tweet. It would have been good to have this pulled up, but it's quite interesting going through his timeline. And looks like Brandon might have found it for us. And he did. But this is not the one that I was particularly looking for that had a lot more information, but we'll screen share this nonetheless. And this is a fan saying, why didn't y'all offer Boo Boo the fight? He was a champion in the same division. And then he said, Munguia considering offer for Charlo, blah, blah, blah. So he says, we did. He turned it down. But this doesn't give the explanation. The one that I'm looking for, he tells you that Boo Boo turned it down because he decided to re-sign. That is the one that I'm actually looking for. But, nonetheless, if you don't believe it, you can just search it. It's there. He doesn't delete. You can choose to continue to spread a lie that Charlo is ducking Andrade, or you can tell the truth that Andrade was offered an opportunity when he was a free agent, and like Charlo, he chose to re-sign to the same company that isn't getting him the big fight. So that's that. Anybody on Discord with their hands up? I see so many of you, but no hands up. And on Blog Talk, no hands up. If you want to talk, put your hand up. If you on Skype, put your hand up. And on Blog Talk, we already got to Cesar Yanez, so looks like we got to everyone. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. I got a super chat from London Runs Boxing that we did say, where he said, when were these offers to Andrade from Espinoza? And Stephen Smith says, Keith Idek came at Coppinger too. We mentioned that. Jesse Quesada says, Maul declined fights from Canelo, Jacobs, Andrade, and Benna. He never got an offer for Benavidez. He got offers for Andrade that he didn't take, and then they offered Andrade in a fight that he didn't take. Jacobs, he never got an offer for, and obviously Canelo, he made a huge offer for, and Canelo chose to go the other way. And I'm double checking that's everybody.
We have Handsome Haven again. I forgot.
Yeah, he's got a boomerang.
Not Haven.
Yeah, that's Brandon in Cincinnati. Got a boomerang. What up?
You're muted. You're muted. There you go.
Can y'all hear me?
We hear you. We hear you.
All right. Now, like I said earlier, Andre, keep doing what you're doing, brother. They want you to be sitting around crying about not getting big fights with the woe is me. Move up. Get this interim. And like that guy said, if Canelo don't want to fight you, then he vacates that belt, you'll be a 3-division world champ. Another little shiny toy to put in your trophy case, brother. I don't got a problem with what he's doing. It's a better fight than Selecki. And he's going to get a belt if Canelo drops. So Canelo can either fight him after this or vacate and he becomes champion. So Andre in a good place, man. That's how I feel. But
Brandon, come on. You come on here and you say that you're one of the best callers. So if you're one of the best, you should have some knowledge. Why would Canelo turn around at 68, a division that he's already achieved the highest greatness on? He's obviously at 175. You, as intelligent as you are, you don't think that he's trying to undispute 175? Or are you saying that with all your knowledge in this sport, you believe that he's going to come back to 68?
Yeah, for Triple G.
Okay.
You gonna think he gonna fight Triple G at 175?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see.
But it ain't about him. Like I said, he's creating his own lane. Once he vacates that belt, Andre is now a 3-division world champ.
3-division vacant world champ.
There you go.
There you go. Context is king.
It's his fault. It's his fault the champion keep vacating.
Absolutely. You telling me in 3 divisions you couldn't fight one champion?
Okay.
You ain't fought no champion in your whole career. You making an excuse. He never fought a champion. He never
be consistent.
So I'm not. Wait a minute. Yes, I did. You lying. Mute him. He lying. You lying. I'm on record literally saying I hope Shakur don't ever take it personal with me. But he won a vacant title with Joette. Get the fuck out of here. I'm on record saying that. I'm on record saying Top Rank ain't get him the unification. No. I'm nervous about that. I be saying every time I talk about Shakur, I say it like that because I'm afraid he might catch feelings. So let's stop the lies. My energy always the same. But we're going to go ahead and screen share yet again what you obviously don't want to remember, that Demetrius Andrade's opposition has been 0 world champion since 2017 to the year 2021. 0 champions. This is unacceptable. The fact that you guys continue to call in and make excuses for these names is unacceptable, and it's unfair. You really need to let it go. But that is the last caller and all the super chats. Ringwalk Danny on Instagram and Twitter. Also catch him on Tickety Talk. But you can find me at NestGTO Instagram and Twitter, and Nestor Gibbs on TikTok.
Well, I do want to apologize really quick because I know we had some issues throughout the show. Something that we're going to look into and our producers have been looking into. We believe it was an issue,
YouTube issue?
A YouTube issue, but definitely
we're
grateful.
giving Trav the benefit of the doubt in saying that.
Definitely grateful and blessed for our audience. That's really quick though. CYP said, "Where's my call?" So I'm not sure if.
All right, we'll go to him in a minute. Apologies. We got Counterpunch JT, New Orleans, Skype. Right? Is he? Yeah, he's on.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Ness?
I do.
Hey, bro, what you think you some tough guy telling Ringwalk to always mute us and stuff like that? Mute him. We know how to mute ourselves. We've been doing this long enough, Ness. So you killing me with that.
Well, like that. I mean, I'm saying to mute you after you go off longer than your normal call.
No,
and I don't have the ability to mute you myself.
Like you putting all my counterpunch right now. I know how to mute myself.
I'm giving you an explanation.
When I say in it, bro, but we've been doing this long enough. You don't got to tell him, mute him. You've been doing that on the last few calls, man.
And I'll continue to do it because, like you're refusing to listen to, I no longer have the ability to mute you myself. So I'm asking my producer to do what I can't. Or else I would do it myself and I wouldn't have to say it. Plus, I have the right, since you've gone over the minute. I mean, what's hard to understand? I gave Brandon more than 5 minutes, didn't I? So if I want to say mute, how is that a crime?
Hey, didn't I just mute myself though, and you still talking on this?
But am I not answering you? It's just crazy. Anyway, moving on. I think that is the CYP. My bad. Almost forgot you that quick.
Nah, homie, you don't forget me. You know what I'm saying?
Almost. Like I said, didn't happen.
Almost. So we still good. The truth is still good. You know what's funny, man, is that everybody wants to put Espinoza in this manager-promoter bag. I've been telling y'all for years now. Promoters have the right to lie to you. It's their job to hype you up, get you to invest, get you to buy in, whether it's true or not. Executives, on the other hand, their word matters. They usually come with receipts, emails, and verification when they tell you something. So when Espinoza says something, it's not the same as Eddie Hearn or Oscar De La Hoya saying something. And you know that you never see Al Heyman saying anything. You know why? Because certain men, their word matters. So if y'all don't want to believe that Espinoza sent Andrade an offer, cool, don't believe it. We try to bring y'all closer and closer to the way the business of boxing works, but y'all still want to be adolescents and children. So keep your little ass in the playpen. Stay out of the big boy pool and keep your ass in the kiddie pool because y'all don't understand boxing business. CYP out.
I agree, man. If there's facts, go with the facts instead of your feelings and your opinion and what you think is being done or should be done. Offers were made from both sides, except when Dazn made an offer to Charlo, Charlo was contractually obligated to Showtime. When Showtime made an offer to Andrade, he had no ties, just like when Deontay Wilder had no ties. So, you know, you guys just, it hurts you when your favorite fighter is doing the ducking. It's easy to call Canelo a duck until it's your guy out here doing the shucking and jiving. But, wait, we got somebody, that's Georgie Porgy on Blog Talk. What is up?
Yo, first of all, let me say, I don't play Showtime to see you all there not even putting a goddamn motherfucking effort. If I want to see two motherfuckers just fight, I pick up a fight with somebody in the street. Don't need that shit. You don't love that sport, my dude? Just move along. Gone. Fuck you. Next. What a great show. Thumbs up, donate.
Hey, yo! What's happening, people? It's the give, Danny. Was good.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Man, listen, fucking proud of TVV, like always. Best show out there, man. Shout out to Mr. Gabe. Never leave a man behind, regardless of their opinion. If you on the line, last minute call, he will take your shit. Thank God to the fucking boxing guy that at least he got to tell the producer to mute you. And you know he's coming because back in the days you get mute quick. You don't even know you getting mute. So what the fuck we complaining about? Shout out to TVB, the greatest of the all time, baby. Shout out to the UK, the world. Gotta go, I'm out.
All right. I got another one here, but this is not it. Brandon and the producer trying to find the Espinoza tweet. This is still not it. He is very specific in the one that I'm speaking of, and he tells you Andrade was a free agent when an offer was made and he chose to re-sign with Dazn. But let me get a screen share. This is everything put together. This is Espinoza, an executive for Showtime Sports and Entertainment. Obviously, you know, debating with a fan. And I'm with CYP. A promoter can lie. The executive should not need to lie, you know, especially about offers made. But as you can see, he says he turned it down. And then Ring IQ, Julius, shout out to Julius. He says, are you referring to Jamal unification or that old story about Jamel? And he says Maul in late 2019. So there you go. Wait. I got Brandon saying he got another one, and he's asking, "Is this it?" Let me see. There you go. Now you found it. This is the incriminating one that the Charlo fans, rather Andrade fans, should be reading this, seeing this, and we should no longer ever have the discussion or debate about who ducked who. Because again, we're all adults and we all understand that when you're contractually obligated to a network, it will be a lot harder to make a co-broadcasted fight. That means two different networks have to agree to work together and both find a way to distribute your fight. So Jamal and Andrade at the time when Eddie made an offer obviously was a little bit more difficult to make. But when Espinoza, whose tweet in question says, "You don't have it straight," all you TBV boxing listeners, Jamal didn't say no to Canelo. It was Canelo's decision to go in a different direction. Then Munguia's promoter rejected the Munguia deal. And in late 2019, Andre turned down a Charlo fight on Showtime in order to re-sign with DAZN and fight Luke, the can killer. So we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done killing all you Andrade fans. We'll see you tomorrow. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday?
Tuesday.
No evening show. Tomorrow
damn,
morning.
it's Wednesday. Fuck.
No evening show. We'll see you tomorrow.
Arrivederci. Sayonara. Hasta
Peace.
luego. Adios.
Peace. Peace. Peace.